Evil spreads fast when no one's observing. You have to act, but the threat is unnerving. So little hope, tempted and by despair. It's the end of your rope, and you're all out of prayers. That's when we need refuse all surrender. Refuse when the world leaves. We have to defend her. Defend. We have to defend her.
Hello, hello. Oh, I'm coming in really loud. Hello, hello. I think that should be better. Hopefully I'm not blowing everyone's ears off. We are here live for Defenders of Phandelver. I don't know what happened to my background. I'm going to fix that in a moment. But yeah, we have an amazing show for you today. Hope you guys like the intro. I had to record the cast reactions to that because there was something slightly different about it. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. It's probably just a glitch. Anyway, we have a great show for you guys today. I have a couple announcements before we begin. The first of which being... Oh, I'm already doing it. The first of which being, we have been nominated for the Crit Awards. This is the last 2 days to vote. So if you have not voted and you are watching this on Sunday or Monday in the month of June, please, please, please go to this link, copy the QR code on your screen, and please vote for us. We've been nominated for 4 categories. Best Upcoming Twitch Channel, and we've only been going since November. We've only just started. It hasn't even been a year. Best Series, Fears and Fortunes, which has been doing really well. Love the cast there. Best Lyrical Song of the Year for Fears and Fortunes. And Best Player, Howdy Love Darlin. Howdy Love Darlin plays Sly in Fears and Fortunes, and she's absolutely amazing. A wonderful player, both at the table and away from the table. So happy to know her and work with her. Please, if you don't vote for anything we do because for some reason you have a gripe with us, that's fine. Please vote for Meadow. She is absolutely amazing. So yeah, please do that. We'd really appreciate it. It's the last 2 days to vote, and then you'll never hear about this again. Until next year, when hopefully we are nominated for our intro song. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because this intro song was made with Arcane Anthems, helped make the music for this. I wrote the lyrics, which I'm really proud of, but then he brought them to life. And you can hear this song on Spotify if you want. It's now up there. I believe it's up there both. I don't know if the instrumental version is. If the instrumental version isn't, I'm going to be adding that soon. But yeah, it's up on Spotify, so you can check it out. And we also got some fan art. This piece was delivered to us by Karis, our amazing artist, who does all the character art on the show. She made this piece for us. And yeah, these are, when we say fan art, even though Karis is our artist, these are pieces we didn't ask for. These are pieces we get from her because she's a huge fan of the show, and we really appreciate it. We also get pieces from some of the artists at Forgotten Adventure. But this one was from her this week, and it is, of course, of our Apple Thief.
Batman!
Yeah.
So good!
That's so gorgeous.
Has very awesome Batman vibes. I really do love it.
I love that.
Yeah, I'll put this in the chat for you guys so you guys can do what you want with it.
Where are my apples?
Yeah, we're watching over the apple fields of Phandelver.
My chimney, that's my roof.
Right.
My apple field.
Downstairs, Penny and Leo are promising and crying to each other as Valandor watches over the town.
I really had a great moment, but I think he's on our roof again.
I think he's on our roof again.
Really takes you out of it, you know?
Yeah. We also have some amazing comments from YouTube. I'm going to point out our YouTube, by the way, we are less than 200 subscribers away from reaching a very important milestone, which will allow us to become partnered on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube already, please do that. We'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I have some stuff to call out. First of all, this one was one of the most recent comments we got by Nature Walks and Talks. They wrote, "Holy crap, just found you guys. Of everyone trying to get into the D&D hype, you guys have it. Just clicked on episode 8. I'm going back to episode 1 immediately." Nature Walks and Talks, we really appreciate it. Now, if you subscribe to us, I have really good news, because the moment you left this comment was also the exact same moment we hit 800 subscribers. So you are our 800th subscriber. If you're the one who subscribed, that's you. And we'd really appreciate it. It was, we're almost there. So yeah, congrats. We also got some other comments. This one from Kenley Valley. We need Mr. Snuggles Jr. to take over his father's legacy. Also, do some of the party have a phobia of now going indoors? I won't say why. That will be spoilers for those watching. No, don't worry. The party's phobia of going indoors is balanced out by their phobia of going outdoors since episode 1. So, it works out.
They're all bad options.
Yeah.
Bro, you
There's
don't
no
gotta
bad
call us
option.
out like that.
Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe.
It's balanced.
This one is from Sildar Kitsune. This is peak D&D energy, the tension, the betrayal, the green dragon smug arrogance, chef kiss. The DM really brought the terror of chromatic dragons to life. Can't wait for the next session. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it. Really, really cool. And let's see. Next one was from. These next ones are huge, actually. This one was from April Cat. Been watching all of this live, but just wanted to dump some thoughts here. It was probably my favorite episode so far, even though it didn't have the most amount of action or anything. The angst, the bonding moments, the tension. I just loved all of it. Super great session, and that was super fun to watch. I then had to block out something because it could be spoilers for some of our audience. If you want to see their comment, you can go check our YouTube out. It's on episode 8. But all in all, great session, great campaign. Loved watching it and very excited to continue watching. And likewise, we also got a post by someone who was actually talking to April Cat in the comments as well. This one was from your local Ella. Ben just commenting on things like timestamps and titles, but his theory and thoughts on. By the way, thank you for that. I've often made the mistake of not updating the title or not updating the timestamps, and your constant pointing that out has helped me get better. I appreciate it. But gonna start with this episode was great. I've caught it live and I'm obsessed. Also, like poor Penny, I'm so glad Penny and Leo have each other and the others didn't pry. The fact that Valandor is the least changed out of the party within the time they've all spent together makes sense. Probably Bro's big change was mainly off-screen ages ago. Possibly. By the way, apple tree, and then raised eyebrow, pride flag. They've decided to call Val and Alu's pairing apple tree. Valandor for the apples, Alucor for the tree. So yeah, we have our first ship name. There you go. We did it, guys. I think that's a big milestone for us.
That's it. Thanks for watching, everyone.
I love it.
Yeah,
We did it.
And now
We did it.
We did it.
They
All the
then
ruse.
proceeded to try to figure out all of your guys' classes and subclasses. I think they actually nailed all of it. I won't go into the entire, because this is actually only half of their comment. Thank you so much, Ella. This was awesome. It was a very fun read. And you were honestly so close on some of it, I can't show it on screen. So I'm just going to leave that there. But everyone who leaves these amazing comments, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And I think we are now ready to get into our show. Anyone else have anything they want to say while I fix my background real quick? Why did it stop working anyway?
Vote at the Crit Awards, and if you don't want to do it right now, do it on a break. You have 10 minutes in the middle of the episode. Go vote.
Go vote.
Yeah.
That's
That's all I have to say. Thank you very much. I'm
Okay,
done.
there's my background. Okay, now we're good. All right, let's get into our episode. The last time we played, you guys were in the town of Phandelver. You had went to sleep. You guys had all had deep moments of insight and reflections. As you went to sleep, some of you guys had some moments of tears, which was really nice. But the day begins. The sun rises over Phandalin. And as it does, you guys all awake. You guys have found Cragmaw Castle. All that's left to do is travel there and begin your raid on it, hopefully to find Gundren, possibly to find Iarno and get payback. Is there anything you guys need to do before you leave town?
I think after his trance, Alu would have spent a lot of time practicing magic, really stuck on what Redoth had shared and him being proved wrong when he tried to burn the Dragon Blight and kind of fucking that up. So he's going to be really attentive to the promise he made to Leo on practicing magic. So after waking up, would have cast Summon Familiar, who had Alfred on his shoulder, and went to go see Leo and Penny if they're there.
Okay. So yeah, what do they find Penny doing?
Penny is probably still asleep. She's very tired. She's got a weird little raccoon stuffy with her on the bed and just is out like a light.
And Leo?
Well, Leo would have woken up. Probably in her study, doing the same thing, practicing and reading magic as much as she can, studying her tome. She's gotten really into drinking cold brew tea recently. It's been pretty great. So she probably has a glass of that as well. Just in her study.
Leo, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Opening the window. You're standing. I'm assuming.
Standing outside the window, just like holding an apple, like, hi, what's up?
I didn't expect you to actually be awake and be here. Grab my things and I'll come outside. Close the window. Do you care for a glass of tea? It's cold.
Sure.
It's quite nice. Go
Uh,
grab a
uh,
pitcher. I'll get you a glass of cold brew tea.
I think he probably wouldn't have seen it before and would just like take it and just down it, like getting it the ale treatment. Just one go. Are you ready for the lesson?
Yes. Oh no, I would love that. Yes.
Okay. I was practicing this all morning. I think this would be good. It's not fire. I promise. I'll take an apple. If there's like a nearby barrel like outside, he'll like move the barrel a little bit, put the apple on top, and he'll step away like maybe 5 to 10 feet. And take a really deep breath. He'll take like a wide leg stance, start to sway his arms, gather them together, push forward, and what might look familiar to like how he would maybe cast fire-related magic in some instances. Instead, he's going to cast Gust and push the apple off the barrel. He looks over like really excited. I was practicing all morning. And
That's incredible.
I thought it might be something.
How did you do this?
Okay. Stand next to me.
Okay.
All right. I mean, take whatever stance feels comfortable, but something that might give you leverage.
Okay.
Okay. Bend your knees a little bit, just like a little squat, and then close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. In again. Out. Okay. And he'll just do these like arm gestures and say, do what feels natural to you, but this is what makes most sense for me. And we'll kind of like sway and move at like a very calming motion, like when casting fire, there's a lot of ferocity to it. I think you could think like akin to like Avatar and firebenders and earthbenders, and like how there's like a lot of emotion, aggression in the casting, but this is like a lot more calmer, tender sort of movement. And he'll push again to kind of throw another gust. Now you.
I'm gonna try and cast. I don't have gust prepared. I'm going to try and cast it.
You can do either nature or arcana.
Arcana sounds nice. Ooh, that's a 24.
As you try to mirror what Al is doing, you're not able to. When he does gust, the apple knocks over, but you can see there's enough wind to like rustle the trees. It's a wide area of effect. You're not able to channel that, but with your knowledge of Arcana, you're able to sort of mix the practices of your own studies to focus this. And while you're not able to make as much wind move, you're able to focus what you're able to move into a single point. And you are sure enough able to knock the apple off. The apple like rolls off the barrel onto the ground, and it's frigid cold to the touch.
That was incredible. How did that feel?
Good, I think. It's freezing.
Like ice? Is it the cold brew?
Feel.
Go like lift his hands up to feel her fingers. Oh, that's more than gust. I think you might be onto something.
Okay. Well, try again.
Let's
Maybe
do
it
it.
could be useful. Perhaps. I'll set it up again, and I'm gonna try and do what I just did, where I like kind of breathe, pull a bit of arcane energy from my tome, and fling it towards the apple.
You find that you can sort of focus it, and the apple, like it falls off the barrel, but you like follow it with your hand, and it reaches like a sloped incline, and the apple rolls up. And normally gravity would make it roll down, but as you just focus on it, you're able to just keep it there, pushing it upward against the force of gravity. And then when you let go, it rolls gently back down.
I've never read about a spell like this. Not quite like this. I've never gonna take out my tome. I'm gonna start writing things down. just a moment. Have you with your gust? How did you learn it?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about controlling fire and fuel as well. And air made the most sense. Especially when making flames bigger and considering how to make flames not as big sometimes.
No, that's very smart of you.
You're a quick learner. I look forward to seeing what you do with this.
I look forward to seeing what I do with it as well. When we said that we were going to practice magic, I didn't expect to actually practice magic with learning new things. This is really exciting, actually.
He'll like nudge Leo. Like, yeah, books and theories are all good, but nothing wrong with some field experience.
I do quite like my books, actually.
So I've seen.
But this was very cool. Thank you
Of course.
for the lesson.
Shall we?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Elsewhere, I'm assuming, let's see. Navara, you get up in the morning, and based on, you guys have all done a little bit of shopping between last session and now. Navara, you, as part of that shopping, head over to the Lion Shield Coster, where you find a familiar face waiting for you. Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Hello. Good to see you. As you see Lene. Hi. But Navarre, I got that. You were looking for like a spear, right?
Something a little bit taller, a glaive.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So I actually was able to get one. It's a little special, and she brings out this very long glaive. It has a long, like, sort of black blade at the end of it that curves into like a sharpened point. So I can do you a special deal on this one, you know, because we're friends.
Because we're friends. This is beautiful. Why is this a black blade?
I believe it's made using a little bit of obsidian or something like that. It does come with magic, so, you know, that's probably part of it.
Oh, well. As friends, how much does this cost me?
I believe I gave you the price last time. Yeah. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but that would be the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Navarro will start counting and putting it on their counter.
Yeah, so how's things going?
It's going. I've picked up some food from the tavern. I'm going to go see a couple people here actually, and they'll like some cheddar jalapeno rolls from the tavern, and like grab some and give it to them. Just like, here, you can have some of this.
Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. Oh, these are from the Stonehill Inn. That's wonderful.
Yeah, if you you know, a lot of those assholes are gone now. So, but if anyone is bothering you or this store, just let me know, okay?
Oh, things have been much safer now that you guys have dealt with those red brands and all that. So, you know,
Okay.
I things have been good. You know, I haven't had any of my shipments knocked up or anything like that. You know, so yeah, I think you guys are already making a huge impact on the town.
Amazing. Then later on, if you, we're actually heading out, but when we return, we should have a drink.
I would love that. You can see they blush a little bit. Well, good luck. I'll wait for you when you come back. You head out. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before you guys depart for Cragmaw?
They would have gone to Leo's house for food, like with food and things to get everybody like started. If they came in time for the lesson, they would have stopped to like listen a little bit, and Navarre would have gone to the front door to like knock, but then like slowly get to hear what's happening. And just like a thought flashes in their head, like, goodness, everyone has plans in the morning, and like they had to spend the last night just alone, so they're just like, nope, and then go to the door. Penny, just,
What?
I got food.
Oh yes. Penny
And
gets out of
they only
bed.
had 2 more cinnamon rolls, so that's just for me and you. So here.
Okay, we won't tell. Penny opens the door, fully not ready. Like half of her braid is done on one side, the other half isn't. Yes. Yes.
Oh, you were still sleeping. Okay. I thought you would be awake
we
by
had a
now.
long night. Everyone had a long night. Give me the cinnamon roll.
Navarro's gonna look outside. What time
Penny's
is it?
hungover.
Isn't it like mid-morning?
Yeah, it's around like 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, you're fine. Fine. Here, let me help you with that. Here, sit. And then they'll start helping braiding your hair. they don't have siblings, so Penny, it's bad. It's bad, and they also have really long claws.
Oh,
They're just like
you might. Okay, so it goes. So, do you want
this way.
me to do it on?
Give me a
You?
sleight
Yeah,
of hand from Navarra, and depending on how bad this is,
If
I
I
might need a
roll
second
well in
roll.
this, it's not canon. I'm sorry.
Penny's
Okay.
gonna enter the.
You can roll
the
at
next
disadvantage.
episode with short hair.
Okay, let's do that.
Got it.
Let's use my Misty Mountain dice. Come on.
Do it.
I'm so sorry. That is a 20 and an 18 with a +2.
It's still rough, but you manage to not physically hurt Penny as
That's
you
disappointing.
are brave. Penny has to keep stopping you and adjusting it and fixing it. And at one point, like, she sees you're about to like knot it, and
Oh, that's true. I
she's like,
should've
no,
used
not like
D&D
that, not like
Beyond.
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's just
But-
it's over and under, and then you go through.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it on you so you can know if you want to do it next time? I could do a small
Sure.
one. You don't have to do a big one. And Penny's gonna get up and like kind of like pushes Navarre to sit on the ground, and then she's gonna get behind her on the bed and just be like, "Okay, so this is how it goes," and takes like a little baby piece
Yeah.
and makes
Yeah.
like a pretty.
Where is it
decent
on their head?
upgrade. I think like around the side of it or something like that, where it's like because Navarre
Okay.
looks like she parts it down the middle, so just kind of grabs one of the topmost pieces, and then just kind of goes at it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's shoot. Penny's gonna rifle around in her bag and just grab out a random bead that she definitely has. So this looks nice, and then just fans it so that it stays properly. See, you can take it out whenever you want, but like this is kind of you can study it. Yeah. I didn't have anyone to show me how to do this. I had to wander into town, and one of the nice ladies at the craft shop helped me, and then I taught Leo how to do it because I can't get far into the back of my head sometimes. So she has to help. But now you know.
Now I know. Okay. They just like play with it a little bit, but they're not used to having like braids in their hair, so they're just trying to like look into the mirror and see where it is. Okay. All right, little fox, let's get you food, and let's see where Leo and everyone else is. We should head out soon.
I think Leo's outside doing magic lessons. Actually,
Oh,
Penny
they are?
bolts for her bed. I have. Do you know where? I know that Valandor lives in the cabin that we're not supposed to talk about, but
where is
you know-
Valandor after a night of watching the town?
Gargoyle.
Frozen in his stone state. I don't know. I think he probably, I mean, coming out of his trance, essentially similar, perhaps would have gone and walked around the town. Maybe just kind of like wandering around, looking for things like potions of resistance, things like that, things to sort of get us ready. Anything to help us deal with like poison in some degree. But yeah, but nothing crazy. I would say that being out in the town, but doing his best to like kind of like kiss some of the buildings in the sense of like he's walking very closely to them. He's not walking out in the open. You know, he's not looking to draw any attention. Just kind of do his thing.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to gather up some stuff. Send me a message of the stuff you want to purchase, and I'll let you know if there's any issues with getting any of those, or the price. And then eventually you guys all do come together at Leo's house. You have your wagon and sugar and spice at the ready. Anything else you guys need to do before you head out?
Oh, Valandor. Sorry, in my eagerness to meet Leo, I forgot to give you this. And he hands you a leather +1 armor from the previous excursion.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, friend. Appreciate
Of course.
this.
I imagine we could use whatever we can get.
Yeah, I sort of stayed up in in my eve, trying to figure out all of the possible outcomes of today's venture, and I got overwhelmed, a little stressed, so I decided to just take a walk.
Completely understandable. There's
Wonderful.
a lot going on.
And for you, here is, and it's like a half-bitten apple. Would you care for another one?
Why would you hand me an apple you've already been into?
It's the only one I had. I apologize.
Valandor, we're at Leo's house.
Yeah, but the first time I met them, I was like just straight up stealing apples. And now at this point, since there was a connection of familiarity, it feels wrong to keep asking and keep taking. So I'm just going to eat this one. I think it's one of the ones that she gave me at the very beginning.
I think we're all friends at this point. Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, would you care for
Throws
a
out.
cold brew
Yeah,
tea?
yeah, 2 apples. Can we get 2 apples? Is that
Oh.
okay?
Pick as many as you'd like. You never have to ask.
Wonderful.
Isn't that great, Valandor?
Oh, would you like?
an old ass apple?
You want a cup of cold brew tea? It's really nice.
A
hibiscus
tea
blend. Yes.
sounds wonderful and a great change of pace. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Would you like some apples in it? It's really
no.
conserved that way.
No,
No?
I think I'm good. I'm good. I'll just take the tea. The cold
Okay.
tea sounds great.
Okay. Gonna.
Wonderful.
Get a cup-
Valandor turns around to you, Alucor, like shooting daggers.
Here you go.
Alex just has a
Thank you.
shit-eating grin on his face.
Thank you.
Of course. So, everyone sleep well?
Yes, we slept well. We have food. You have your apples. Everyone's good. Or should we head out now, or is there anything else that we wanted to do? Oh, here are some healing potions, and I think they bought 3, so they're going to give it 1 to Penny, 1 to Leo, and 1 to Valandor.
Okay.
No, actually, yep, 1, 2, 3, yep.
If you wanted to give it to somebody else, you can. I do have healing of sorts, but I'll gladly take it if that's also an option.
I might keep the greater healing one, actually, because I just realized I don't have any healing.
Perfect. Yep.
God.
Yep. That works
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to
So-
keep mine? I do have.
Cool. All right. They just,
Yeah.
hand it around and they just like, fine.
I-
Okay, great. I'll just put
I
it back. It's
possess
fine.
them as well,
It's
and
fine.
I'd rather you not get hurt. Okay?
No, I understand.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Of course.
So,
Nothing.
question for you all. As you guys head to Cragmaw Castle, when are you hoping to attack?
Night.
It's a loaded
Nice.
question.
Mhm.
It could be night, it could be day.
It's quickly, so it's over with fast as hell. I'm hoping we attack. Knock it
No,
out.
understand. I just mean what time of day, so I know whether we're dealing with nighttime or daytime.
For the sake of maybe my fellow party members can refresh me, Jose is just maybe not remembering so well. Can we get a lowdown of what we know of the castle? Like, what are we sort of about to engage in?
What you know is that it's a 1-story castle. It's basically like a ruin. It used to be a much taller series of towers, but most of those towers have crumbled and are not habitable. But the ground floor still stands. And in that ground floor, based on what you've heard from Reed Roth the Druid, there is essentially a whole band of goblins and bugbears and things like that living in this castle. You also know, based on messages you received, that or messages you found between Iarno and the spider, that whoever this mysterious spider is, this is one arm of his operations. Iarno and the Red Brands was another. So with one arm gone, it makes sense that Iarno would have headed here. And yeah, so you'd be expecting to find them there, along with lots of goblins, bugbears, and anything else they might have at their disposal.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It is also located deep into the Neverwinter Wood. So when you guys get there, it's if someone were to run, they'd be running on foot, and there's not a lot of places for them to go. So once you go there, it's probably just do or die.
Nice.
No pressure.
No pressure.
All good.
Thanks, George. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.
It was a question to Leo of if they would feel more comfortable fighting at night or during the day.
I think I'm assuming this is Gracie talking. I'm assuming that the keep is going to be well lit enough. If people are keeping watches?
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, that's a saving throw. Whoopsies. That's a 12.
12. You know that based on your previous encounter, the goblins had no issue fighting in the dark.
Oh, that's true. Who had the fire in the first cave fight? There was a fire in the throne room.
They could have fire for warmth or comfort.
Okay.
They don't need it to see you, though.
Right.
Maybe those goggles were a better move for a magic item.
Did you already spend your money on a magic item?
No, for the birthday thing.
Oh,
I hadn't
yeah, the birthday thing.
actually solidified which one I was still torn. So I might be getting myself a pair of goggles.
For those who don't know, for the player's birthday, they're allowed to pick out a uncommon item so long as it's reasonable, or a common item.
I'm just trying to bring myself up to everyone else's level. I feel like anything that helps me see is relatively reasonable.
That makes sense.
Hang on, let me see what I had sent. Just scroll through. I think I remember. It's the goggle. I might go with that then. Get myself some goggles. I think that'd be cute. I think Leo would rock those. I'll find them and send you the stats.
Okay, no, Goggles of Night, I'm familiar with them. You can get those. What do those change your vision to?
These ones, dark vision out to a range of 60 feet.
Okay. All right, give me actually one moment. Vision. Where is why? Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Dark vision out to 60 feet.
Awesome.
And then George, I'm so sorry. I feel like I should have messaged you as well, but I was thinking of 2 items possibly, but we can choose the one. Would you like me to just message you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As you guys figure that stuff out, we will set the scene. You arrive at Cragmaw, and this is what you see. So if you're heading there at night, it looks like this. Amongst the trees in the wood, you see these structures. The towers appear to go up 2 floors, but based on what you can see, it's very unlikely those are livable, those areas. So you see these round, large towers at the front with an entrance led up to a staircase. You also see that the hillside around the tower slopes up. So there's other areas that you really can't get a glimpse into because of how the terrain slopes in on it. And give me just one moment while I prepare this. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you guys are doing specific as you approach the place?
Do we see any movement? Leo's gonna put the goggles on.
Yeah,
I just
give
think that I
me
quite like them. I don't know
give
how you can
me
see
a perception check.
terrible. Perception check. It's awful, no color. Perception. Where's my perception? 21.
Okay, 21. Got it. One moment. You spot there is some movement in those towers. And as you guys get closer, so basically it's like the base of the towers, those like little windows that you see here, those you see a little bit of movement in. You also hear inside what sounds like a small band of goblins maybe eating or conversing around a table.
Okay. I relay that information. I don't do this. I don't quite like doing this, so I'd rather not take the lead. If someone else would like to, I'd really quite like that.
Easily done.
Perfect.
Scouting.
I think Ala would send out Alfred as well to kind of flap around, scout
Okay.
the area.
Yeah, you swoop over the area. You do spot one thing. There is a ways away from here, not too far, but like a good run away from this place is like a ruined temple. And you can see there looks to be like a crypt in the middle of it. But you notice that otherwise you don't get a good glimpse inside unless you want the owl to fly close to any of the windows and look in.
Shit, yeah, why not? Let's try it. It's silent fire, right?
Yeah, give me a stealth check for your
Wow.
familiar.
I'm just gonna preemptively. Leo's gonna touch the amulet on her chest and cast mage armor preemptively
That's
because I think that would be a good idea.
That's- This is the clumsiest owl on planet Earth. That's a 3 total.
3. You fly up to a window, and somewhere towards the back, where there doesn't look like there's an easy entrance, you see inside, briefly conversing, is Iarno and a bugbear. Iarno seems to be warning him. I'm telling you, if... he's yelling at him, I'm telling you, we need to prepare ourselves. They're probably coming here. And the bugbear sort of snarls at him. If you had the chance to kill one of them, why didn't you? I tried my best. And then they sort of snap back at him. Why didn't your man kill Sildar? And you can see Iarno and the bugbears that rule this place don't quite get along. You see as they argue, and then in a moment, Iarno sees the owl, and sends out a magic missile, and your owl is destroyed.
I think Alu's eyes from like going white, trying to see through the owl's eyes, return back, kind of like, and shut down my owl. Y'all knows
He
that.
knows. He knows we're here.
He's definitely anticipating us. That's for sure. We have to do it quickly.
Okay.
You do see 2 potential ways to approach. There is the large main entrance, which can probably fit all of you through this doorway fairly comfortable. There is a entrance to the side, however, that's a little bit more narrow. And you also have the option of splitting up.
And the entrance on the side, it looks man-made, or it's an actual entrance?
It looks man-made. Let me just show you real quick. I'm gonna pull up the map. Oh, I don't even have the map ready. One moment.
Oh gosh.
What? It's
mean-
fun. This is
I'm not
great.
moving up.
It's
Oh,
just
stressed.
some combat.
Are-
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
so stressed.
We almost die every time we do combat. Not in like the joking way
Literally.
of like every time you fight someone, yes, you almost die. No, like it's death saving rules. It's every time.
Every time.
Every
time.
time.
Literally every time.
That's,
True.
One person is down.
that's
at
what's
most
fun about
three.
D&D. What are you talking about?
No, we just want to RP with our characters. We just want to talk through our trauma. No, we
we
don't.
love
That
I
is
do
not the campaign I pitched to all of you. I will
I
be
know.
very
I
honest
know,
here.
I know. Also, we're doing a bad job at talking through all of our feelings.
Oh,
It took us
Yeah.
8 episodes
So-
to get there.
There's this entrance, again, wide enough for multiple of you to pass through. And then there's this one. It's like a narrow staircase leading upward to a single door.
Oh.
But you can also see the place isn't that big. This is the full size of the map. So we can easily see the whole thing on this screen.
Is there anything else from my history books that I would recall about Cragmaw Castle and like anything that could be of importance?
Nothing that will probably be helpful, but what you do know is it was built by a wizard back in the age of dwarves and gnomes when they ruled this land alongside humans. This place was built, it was a very large structure during the wars that eventually ended that rule of gnomes and dwarves and humans, basically the original Phandelver pack. During that war, this castle was raided and destroyed. It only the ground floor is left. Probably within 100 years' time, there won't be anything left of this place.
So it's pretty weak.
It's pretty ruined. When you go inside, you might want to be careful about doing anything large and destructive, lest there could be cave-ins and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, totally not useful information for this party at all. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
I have a thing I might be able to do, but I don't know. George, does telepathy, like the telepathic like connections, sensing people's minds, does that only work if you see them? Because there's one reading of it that I found where it's just the creature has to exist in the same plane as you, and it has to be within your
Where
like
do you see that?
radius. I was on D&D. The weird little, where is it? D&D telepathy. I don't know if it's the actual rules though.
Is it like the wiki thing?
Yeah, I just looked it up, so I was like,
Don't
this is
worry
a
about it.
weird
Don't-
question.
Yeah, I would say you need to see them unless you want to spend like a spell to try to do detect thoughts. That would be a little bit different.
There's this thing I can do where I can spread out my connection if I spend an energy die, and I can like multiply my radius to make it bigger. I was gonna try to like sonar, but I
Yeah,
think that it
so are
won't
you trying to
work.
just get like a count?
Yeah,
Spend one of those
or
die.
like which door is like, if we walk up the side door, it seems like such a tantalizing option, but are there like 60 goblins hiding behind it ready?
Yeah, that's the break room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's on lunch right now.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly. I will.
They're serving grilled cheeses.
oh,
Everyone's really hyped.
6.
Okay, just making sure my pings work.
Yeah.
So-
Number of feet equal to 10 times the number rolled. So I roll a d6 and then I multiply it by 10, and that's like my
Go for it.
outward thing.
Yeah, spend that,
Yay.
and then
Mark. Okay, 40 feet
40 feet.
of
Got it.
distance. And I can like sidle up to one of the walls or something.
Okay. Give me a if you want, you're able to get a read on this area. If you want to sneak closer, you'll be able to get more information.
I might as well. Let's go.
Give me a stealth check.
Yay.
Is there any way that I could like give her
And I
the
believe
help
our dice roller's working again. So
They
that
will-
should come through.
Navarro will cast Bless.
Okay.
Does that give me?
It's
does
like,
it
no,
give
that's
me-
not a skill check. Oh, thank you. Forget it.
It would be guidance you would
Okay.
need.
Yeah, that's what it was. God, did say.
All right, let's just try straight.
What we
Okay,
got?
not bad. 18.
18.
18.
You creep forward. You're able to get to like here, and then like swoop down and get here to get like a read on these two entrances. What you know is that there's a large group of guys here. Where is the ping? Oh, I gotta be on this one. Right there, there's a group of guys. That's where you think there's probably a bunch of goblins like having dinner. There's some people here sleeping, and some people here sleeping. And then there are sentries at this entryway watching through these arrow slits.
Nice.
I relay said information to my party. I don't think I spoke when I was doing this, so I just tell them there's two in the sleeping, but there's guys in the windows, so we might want to go around back. I think they're all having dinner. It sounds like dinner. There's a lot of noises I don't understand, but
Okay.
Alucor, where was Yarno?
Where was Yarno, George, actually?
Yarno, you found them back here.
Okay.
Oh,
He
wow.
was further to the back.
And it was instant when he detected your owl.
Yeah, a magic missile the moment he saw it.
There is an approach that we could take. I am able to, throwing it as an option, I am able to change myself, disguise myself. Perhaps enter in as a common soldier and scope out the situation. It could be quite dangerous for me to do this alone. Or another option would be I can head up the tower and get a higher vantage point, perhaps.
To the
and
roof.
then through the roof.
Mhm.
There is that option as well, but I think we must choose whether we split, stay together, or just charge ahead, or, as Penny said, come in through the back.
They're expecting us. I don't know how much of us they're expecting. If Yarno is not, and like looks over to Leo, expecting the same number of us. But they have the advantage in that, so I think splitting up would be the best to kind of meet to the middle, even though I detest that plan.
I think I was gonna take like a deep breath, think about the last time they split up.
But perhaps we can all sorry, George, the entire keep is like broken, so meaning like there's no roof or ceiling above the sort of the creatures within, or there are areas that still have like a makeshift roof. Or
You could go up there. It would be very dangerous. So I would
Sure.
have you make some pretty intense rolls to not basically fall through a ceiling and end up
Sure,
in the middle of a room of goblins. But it's possible, certainly.
right, but I guess what I mean is like if like where the goblins are having their dinner, there doesn't seem to be like a roof or anything above that area, or there is.
Some parts of this place do have roofs, some
Okay.
don't.
Well, because I was going to say to the group, we could also have a signal where, yes, Alucor, you are correct. The last time we split up wasn't the most fortunate set of circumstances. However, if we all approach it from different angles and wait for a unified signal, then we all just barge in, we all attack, we all move at the same time. And the main goal, I think, would be to head as further inside as possible.
I think I would look to Navarre and just like, so should we use the whistle? Referring to
Alright.
like the grove whistle.
3 sharp tones. If you've heard a wren in the morning, all out. It's not going to sound like that. It's going to sound like it's flying past you. Sharp. They're not going to be awake at this time and not going to be in a castle. So it will get everyone noticed. But that will be the signal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the plan? Who's going where?
Navarro will, if they're going to a higher point for Val,
Well, that's up to Val. Val, are you trying to scale?
I think what I wanted to do was scale, but if there's a lot of open areas in the roof, like not only from the towers, but like other spots, it could be quite dangerous because I feel that the minute I get up there, I would be exposing myself primarily.
You would only be exposing yourself if you make a mistake or fail a stealth check.
But hey, it's Sunday D&D.
And this is true. This is true.
These roles have been quite a
Relax.
a
not
ride.
really Sunday cartoon like.
Yeah, exactly. We're not yucking here. We are having a really stressful time. Okay. I don't think I'm going to, but I
Okay.
would like to find another approach. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, yeah, it's a 9.
9. Yeah, you only have these two entrances that you're able to find. This one, what you think based on what Penny's saying and based on the narrowness of this door, you think you can probably get in fairly quietly over here, and then when the actual combat starts at the front, you would have it basically be able to force them to fight in two directions. But you would be pretty separated from the rest of the group.
Right. Sorry, Navarro, or Maz, you were saying a plan that you potentially had.
Sorry, I'm trying to sneeze and the plan went out. Okay, so there is one more time from Leo, and they're all in the dining, eating their dinner.
There's ones in here eating their dinner. Yeah.
If there are towers with like openings, Navarro's just. Is there anything that would indicate there are people in those towers? Is this
The
like a
towers
ruin?
are mostly dilapidated. The ground floor is the only thing that's occupied
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 sentries that I
on either
noticed.
side of the door.
Okay, then let's start from the back. If we're not going through the roofs, together this time, and actually,
I'm going to do this. We're going to take a 10-minute break for the party to collect their thoughts. And when we come back, hopefully we'll be ready to jump right in. So we'll be back in just 10 minutes as we just kind of collect our thoughts and prepare ourselves for what might be intense combat.
Everyone go
don't-
vote.
Everyone
And
go
don't forget
vote.
to go vote. We'll be right back after this. Hit it tight. Okay, we have returned. The party has decided to send in Alu, who you can't see Alu on the map. Let me just zoom in. Alu is this tiny, let me put him on a better surface. Alu is this tiny little spider.
That's gray on gray.
It's because it's relying on dark vision. Alu, you climb in through this arrow slit inside.
Oh boy.
Apologies for anyone who has any phobias of insects or spiders. You crawl in. You see a room of loud, obnoxious goblins. Kind of looks like this, actually, as they are hooting and hollering and having fun and making a mess of the food they're eating. This seems to be the mess hall.
Got it.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, by the way.
Shit. Okay. Can it be an advantage?
It will be at advantage. You are just a spider.
Yo,
I'm
let's
just a
go.
baby.
I'm just excited.
I'm just a little guy.
Okay. All right, and then I have a +2 to Dex as a spider, so it'll
Oh,
be
let's go.
Okay.
20.
Yeah. You creep in. You actually have a plus. Your stealth. You have a bonus too, so that would actually be a 22. You start creeping around without any issue. Where would you like to go? So the side door's over here. You went in through the arrow slit.
Right. I'm gonna go up to yeah. Or actually, wait, sorry. The door to the right. I'll just
Okay.
I guess double confirm that would.
You crawl under the door and see, yes, this very narrow entryway. Crawling ahead, you see broken debris everywhere, and this is actually not even a door, but a curtain keeping this area closed off. You crawl under it with ease. You see some other spiders on the ceiling that have made a web above you. There is like a door over here and a door this way, and then a path that leads to another curtain over here.
I'm gonna check the door to the right.
Okay. How long does Wild Shape last, by the way?
Good question.
In an hour?
I think it's
It's a what?
a,
It was an hour. I
For-
might be really wrong.
I'm so scared right now, guys.
Just pop back to a human. You're on all fours on the ground.
I'm not seeing anything.
it's
Shit.
I think it
I
just
think it's still a
happens.
long rest.
Stay in B shape for three hours before reverting back to your normal form, or as a bonus action earlier if you fall unconscious or drop to zero hit points.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's 2024, right?
Oh yeah. So that's how Halston works.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Equals half your druid level. Okay, so you can do this for about an hour. So yeah, where would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'll check the door on the right.
Right? Okay.
Mhm.
You crawl under that, and you find 4 hobgoblins all sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that room.
You turn
Just
around.
back up.
um,
I'm gonna pull a
Let's-
Yui. Not for me. You know what? Let's head it back.
oh God, guys.
Let's bang a turnaround. Not this.
What would you like to do?
Go to the door to the far left. Check
Far
that
left.
out.
Crawling under here.
And I guess
You
how good am I
see-
doing time wise as well in relation to my?
So far, this has been not long. I'm gonna say we've done about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
let's go.
Spiders move quick when they want to. That's a scary thought, but it's true.
They do
Yeah.
zoom. Okay. I'm gonna check the other door to the left. I'm thinking of just kind of like rounding out the first, like this ground floor area, like
Okay.
knowing that like Yarno is deeper.
This leads to the
Oh,
front
nice.
entrance.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Moving around, you
hit
hear
the left.
2 goblins in this room to the left,
Hmm.
poking under this door. you see what looks like a storage area, and there's a door to your left and a door to your right.
I'll look at the door to the left.
Under this door, you find 4 hobgoblins sleeping.
I'm gonna leave that room immediately.
Oh, dude. Oh, man.
What's with the hobgoblins?
So bad.
To sleep overnight. We came at pizza night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to
They're
the door to
having
the
a party.
right.
In here,
Oh,
you
oh!
see a goblin priestess preparing a ritual and 2 goblin followers in robes, basically like praying.
Nah, dude. Where's Mir?
Can I? Oh, I feel like I should investigate that. Gang, should I investigate that?
Yo, it's on you, fam. You got this.
I'm so scared.
I know no
Oh,
spider.
Yeah, just
We-
like
we
crawl in
trust
the
in
corner.
you. We trust
yeah.
in you.
I'd be like,
You've got time.
is she sacrificing for demons? Just
Yeah,
Take a
she,
pic.
as she begins the ritual, she says, this ritual will take exactly 55 minutes.
yeah, get a vibe check. Get a vibe check.
Oh, that's
They-
feedback. That'd be
Give me a
advantage for
stealth
that.
check first.
Oh, dude.
Ma'am, can I vibe check this this ritual? It's
What's the
giving
vibes
bad
in this room?
vibes.
Oh, that's terrible. That's so terrible. Are they
Wait.
advantage still or no?
It's advantage. You better
Okay,
roll better
cool.
than that.
Cool, cool.
Ah.
Okay, that's a 9.
Bad vibes.
9. Give me one
Isn't it
moment.
another 2? Isn't it 11?
No, this is 7. It's
No,
no,
actually, yeah, it would be an 11, which is really good. It's an 11 because do you have proficiency in stealth, right?
I think so. I think it's just because my dex is.
No, but I believe you have proficiency based on what I'm seeing on your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
I'm double checking. One moment.
Today he
Because
does.
this is literally, if you don't have proficiency, you don't have proficiency.
Yeah, I don't.
Give me one moment. Let me just double check if the spider has proficiency.
Actually, yeah,
'cause
I'm pretty-
this literally, it all rides on this.
Oh,
Spiders
man.
do have a +4 in stealth.
Yes!
Thank God. Okay.
Yes!
So because of that, and only because of that, you do not get noticed as you are in this room.
Oh my
They
god.
appear to be worshiping something called the Jagged Tooth. And they have a blade on the table, and this goblin is prophesizing the coming of the Jagged Tooth, and it will destroy the wretched goblins that have turned their back on it. Go ahead and make a religion check.
Okay. Okay. Religion. If I can find the right freaking tab. Here we go.
You said the jagged tooth?
Jagged tooth.
The Jagged Tooth.
Okay.
Not bad.
From what you can discern, the Jagged Tooth is made up nonsense. This is like a religion probably for these 3 people.
Gotcha.
But it does tell you there is some sort of schism happening among goblins. And you're not sure what that is. And it reminds you that when you guys were at the Red Brand hideout, you found 2 dead goblins that looked slightly strange. And you guys never did figure out what that was about. You know that creature, the one with the large eye, is the one that killed them, but you're not sure why. The goblins should be working with the Red Brands. The bugbears did. And there's goblins here working with bugbears, but maybe there's more to this as you creep through this room. You do see as well the stuff on the table looks like it could be valuable, but nothing too special.
Noted for later, for sure.
In this room, I need you to give me a perception check and a stealth check.
Okay. I'm gonna roll perception first.
Son of a bitch.
It's a 15,
Okay.
and then stealth. Put the +4 from the spider for stealth, right?
Yeah.
That's 14.
14. Okay, that's good. One moment. This is in this room. What was your perception again?
15, I think.
In this room, you see something hanging from above. You watch as two goblins enter in here and start bickering amongst each other. And you see essentially this. Up in the rafters above them, a large tentacled creature with a massive beak and tentacles sprawling out curls above them. And it might be waiting to pounce one of these goblins.
Yeah, I don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there?
I think if I could move to another room, that feels dangerous and ominous, and I don't want to be next.
You move to the other room. Give me one moment. I'm just going to roll a
Hilarious.
d20 for one of these goblins.
Just real random.
That's a nat 1. As you move to this other room back on the map, you just hear something drop down from a ceiling, grab a goblin, and then bite into them. You have made it back here. This way leads to the hobgoblins, and then there's this curtain.
I'm gonna check the curtain. I think that might be the last thing I check. I'm gonna try to get back to you.
Crawling over here, give me a perception check.
Okay. Damn, that's an 8.
Yeah, you move through here. There's like rubble and debris over here, and then a door right here.
I'll check the door.
As you crawl under this door, you would actually be seeing a drow woman approaching this door and opening it. Give me a stealth check.
Fuck. Oh, that's the spider, isn't it?
Advantage, right?
It is at advantage.
Because you're
Okay.
so small. You're so
First
baby.
one's 19.
Let's go.
You're so
Second one-
tiny.
Oh,
Yellow's
that's
the
a
third
nat
one.
20.
Oh!
Nice.
Yes!
You
You're the spider
remain
now.
undetected. You crawl up on this web here next to another spider, completely oblivious. Give me a insight check.
Okay.
What up, dog? Don't mind me.
That's a 21.
21. You're watching. You hear inside this room Iarno and a bugbear talking as this drow opens the door and enters. Gentlemen, gentlemen. The spider would not want us fighting like this, as they shut the door behind them. And one thing you noticed that was odd, that drow passed through here and gave zero reverence to the spiders. Of what you know, drow worship spiders. So that's a little odd. It's possible they're just a non-believer or careless, but
No way there would be Seldarine.
Mm-mm.
other than that, I would say you've used up about, I'm going to say like 35 minutes doing this. Is there anything
Yeah, I
else
think-
you want to do?
I think I'm gonna try to get back to the party.
Okay. You crawl this way.
Hell
You
yeah.
very quickly move through this area past the sleeping hobgoblins, scurrying by, and you head outside. Outside, waiting for you, is Alucor and Navara.
Alicor's gonna break the wild shape as this like tiny spider starts to reform into a full person. The spider legs merging into human limbs, a more humanoidic per display. Alu's gonna be kind of wide-eyed when you see his face, and he'll recount the rooms, who's in which room, the amount of hobgoblins that are there, and that there's opportunity for perhaps like not a coup, but there's distrust amongst their group. I can out to the group be like, I saw a ritual. Some goblins trying to pray to a jagged tooth. I don't know if that's even a thing, but there's
Do
discord.
Would I know of anything as well? Like, just to cross-reference?
No, it
Is-
just like what Alu surmised. You believe this is like made up nonsense.
Not, there's
Can-
no such thing as a jagged tooth.
Yeah, it's strange. When we get in there and start fighting, I can speak Goblin to some of these believers. I'm not quite sure, but there's clearly something going on. Yano's arguing with someone as well. And then I saw a drow woman speaking with Yano and a bugbear, but I don't know about what. But they
Okay.
referenced the spider.
Spider.
Okay.
What did the drow look like?
I didn't see her face. Just Sabak as she
Okay.
walked to the room.
Aligned with them.
Wait, say again?
Like she was aligned with them. She was.
It seems so. It seems like they were trying to mediate between Yano and the bugbear, who also did not get along.
Yarno, bugbears, goblins, and a ritual. We take our pick and we burn the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know about everything that you said? So like the weird.
I'll
thing
say
you was
Oh.
doing?
everything that they encountered that they fill you in on, just so that way we can keep going.
Does the not loving spider thing ring anything like for history or
Oh, yeah.
to try and get a
What is
vibe check on?
It's unclear. You don't. There's nothing you can glean from that other than either that person doesn't care about Lolth and the Spider Queen, or just doesn't care enough to bother to do anything special like that. Like to just pause and interact with them. Could mean nothing. It could mean something else.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Okay. This is a mess.
Yeah.
This is a mess, and we are 5.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to even talk about with the spider. I don't even understand.
I will say one thing, though, that kind of settles over all of you. There's a lot of goblins inside. There's bugbears, there's hobgoblins. But this isn't too much different than what you faced in the cave. And you guys were able to overcome that. And you've taken down quite a few bugbears since then.
Got it. We can do it.
Yeah, Navara, in a way, was pacing around and just kind of giving that in their tone. Just, this is such a mess, but it is true. We've done this, cave after fortress. We've done this. This is one at a time. We know now if someone falls, we get to them fast. We know now and they're just going to ready their just shift here as like a, I don't know, their bonus action now.
Sure.
We'll get in, clean this out. Okay?
Let's do it.
Clear out a room at a time, and if possible, maybe we block some of the doors if we're engaging in a room with multiple doors.
Oh, good idea.
We'll do.
Right.
Yes.
I'll draw
Okay.
my
The
short
moment
sword
someone
and put away
is
my bow.
hurting, you call it out immediately. No one falls down unless they really have to.
That means you too, Navarre.
They just look at Alucor, just agreed.
He just nods his head. But
You
let's
said
get
that
to it.
there were goblins in this first room.
Sleeping.
Do you
Sorry,
talk to them
no.
first?
Talk to them.
Well, are there goblins in
yes,
this
that's-
first room?
Yes, it's the mess hall.
Okay.
It was quite rowdy. I think if we were to jump in there, they would cause quite a ruckus, but they are not prepared for battle. They're probably drunk, honestly.
If we can, and there are doors, we should bar them so that we can tackle one room at a time.
George would mold earth. If I molded the earth around like a door frame or like the bottom of a door to like block it? Could I create like a blockade?
I would say you would have to focus on it, and so you would have to be maintaining that to stop
Okay.
things from entering.
Okay. That could be an option. I could try and hold a door fast if you can do damage.
Okay, who's leading the charge?
Navarro. Possibly. I'm not. Yep. Cool.
And next is Valandor, I'm guessing?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. That leaves the three of you. Anyone volunteering?
I look
Don't
forward to
think
be done.
Yeah, I don't think it should be Leo and Penny.
Penny grabs Leo's hand and
I hold-
squeezes it. Mage armor. I'm assuming we can trade off.
I cast Mage Armor myself. Yeah, you cast it for yourself.
Okay, you guys cast Mage Armor on yourself. I need everybody to give me a stealth check as you approach.
Yo, let's go. Stealth?
I know, but Navarre is the one who always.
Let's go.
Tough rolls, gang. Tough rolls.
Come on, gang.
And Penny?
I got a 6.
Yo. Man.
God damn it! It's
Give me one moment.
Right
I'm-
at the beginning.
I
Where
have
does
to
it
just.
start?
I'm gonna
having a-
be very fair about this. One moment. 7.
That's not
Okay.
fair.
And they're so drunk.
Yeah,
They're
they're
so
just-
donate or get bits
So-
or channel
so
redeems for advantage. No reason why, but hey, just out there.
They're so
Uh,
drunk.
10 plus 6.
Oh, please let them be so
Plus
drunk.
20. Plus
It's Sunday.
11. Plus 7. Divided by 5. Thanks to Valandor's 20. And only Valandor's 20.
Okay.
You guys need it to be a 9 on stealth. Collectively, on average, the group got a 10.8. So,
Got 0.8.
Valandor carrying it, it's like keeping you guys all down. I'll even say
You guys
there's
are-
a moment when,
gargoyle.
as you guys are approaching, like Leo or Penny like trips, and I'll say Penny trips because she has the lowest one. And Valandor, you like grab them and like cover them for a moment, and the goblins look out into the darkness and they don't even see Valandor.
Just sick. Pools of black hiding in the shadows.
What was that?
Back to them hair is
Penny
just
and
hovering.
Leo, you have vision looking up through these arrow slits should you wish to do anything. As we start, everybody please roll initiative.
Ooh.
It's time. It's time. We've got this. We've got this.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, 1 sec. Oh, shit. Okay,
Oh,
that's
no.
fine. Let's see.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
Damn.
Damn.
Guys,
Oh, God.
Leo, what was your initiative?
19.
19. Okay, got it.
Can I? Is there
Alacor?
anyone I can like? Can I swap initiative with anyone?
Yeah, I have the ability to swap.
All right.
As an alert.
So you want to take 19?
I think
Yeah.
Navarre should take my 19. Yeah.
Okay. Navarre, what did you roll?
I was gonna say 19. Sorry, 13.
13. Got it. And Alacor, what did you get?
6.
6. Okay. You guys roll up. I will say you guys have a surprise round thanks to your stealth check. Navarra, what would you like to do? Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta update that 1 moment. Update. Leo has 13. Update. Navarra. Update has 19. Okay, so yeah, Navarra, how would you like to begin?
Through the door.
Okay.
What they
Opening
can
that
see
up.
is right. The dining room is to the left.
Mhm.
From Alu's recon, what was up above? That was a sleeping.
This way
Quarters?
is the sleeping bugbears, hobgoblins.
Did we want to go for the sleeping ones or like a stealth attack?
Loki.
That's up to you
Alright.
right now.
Loki, Gracie.
Loki.
Pop off.
It's dark, but
Loki.
yeah.
I have my goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Navarra,
Yeah.
you
Like,
open the
that's
door,
early.
you get here, and the paladin that you used to be would demand that you face them head on fair. And you think about those sleeping hobgoblins and what trouble they could cause, and you start moving this way.
Yes.
All right, 30 feet gets you here. They're just ahead of you. If you want, give me a stealth check.
Stay.
That's a 9.
9. One moment.
Why even make plans? Jeez.
You get here and you open this door, and one of these hobgoblins stirs and makes eye contact with you. That's your movement. You have an action.
With that eye opening, the last thing I want that goblin to see is the edge of my glaive.
Let's go.
Okay, what's the range on your glaive? I believe it has like reach.
It sure does. I will
Chuck
find
it at him.
Yeah.
Double check. Glaive. I think it has reach. I'm just double checking. Glaive.
It adds 5 feet to my.
Yes. So actually, yeah, from right here, normally you can only attack someone right here, but you have 10 feet, so you can get this one as it starts to wake up.
Perfect.
Make your attack at advantage.
$18 and a 20.
20 hits. Roll damage.
Starting off strong, baby. Let's go.
Great.
That's 6 damage.
6 damage. You stab into this one. It lets out a scream as your blade, it like gets up, sees you, and as it goes to sit up, you just lunge this thing into the bottom of its rib cage, up into its heart, and it dies instantly. The others are now suddenly awake as they react to their comrade now dead. That is your turn. One moment. They're no longer sleeping. Well, they technically are prone. So we'll come back to them. That brings us to Leo.
Oh dear. How close can I get to Navarra?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you here. You wouldn't even see Navarra.
Okay.
But also, you would have to get past your teammates. So right now, you're
Right.
kind of stuck outside.
Okay. Can I? Oh.
You
Can
can
I
hold an
hold my
action until.
Yeah. Could I hold like my movement and action until the people in front of me have moved, and like I just follow behind?
You can hold your action to
Okay.
attack, like in here.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold an action. If the goblins notice anything and they like start to move for the door, I want to mold earth the door closed
Okay.
so that they can't go and investigate.
Got it. Okay, that brings us to Alicor. I'm sorry. That brings us to Valandor.
All right, let's do this. I
Come on,
guess.
Batman.
Yeah.
15 feet gets you
Let's go,
there.
Batman.
Okay. Do I hear the commotion of what's happening with Navarra?
Yeah, you enter, and then you see that, like, Navarra clearly hasn't gone in after the goblins, and you see this curtain open.
Oh man. That's a lot of them. Okay, I have Dread Ambusher, so would just to, well, no, I don't want to necessarily get metagame it too much, but 40 feet would be able to get me over there.
So 15 feet got you here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you would be able to get there if you want to close distance.
But I don't have. But I have my swords. I don't have my bow. You know what? I think just for now, I have to engage with the goblin room.
Okay. So 15 feet to get inside. 5, you open this door. Go for it. You come in, make your attack at advantage. These goblins are drinking. And as you just kick open the door, come down with 2 scimitars.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So first one. Okay, that's a 16.
That hits.
But so sorry. Here we go. Turn, take an attack action. Okay, so that was my first one. So that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
I then get to take an additional weapon attack as part of that action.
Roll that one more time to attack. Just see if you get a nat 20.
Yeah. No worries. Oh, it was 20 and then an 8 for a 13.
Okay.
Fuck.
Go ahead and roll your next attack.
Okay, so then my next attack, that one we don't add the +6, so that is a...
Nat 20!
Nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
You cut this one down effortlessly. It dies there on the ground. As you stab into it twice, the entire room like goes silent for a moment and then all starts screaming as they're ready to engage. That brings us to Alucor.
Okay. Where does 30 feet get me as far as like moving into the
20
missile?
feet gets you here. 30
Okay.
feet will get you either next to Alucor inside, like here, or it will get you like to the curtain here.
Yeah, let me go next to Valandor and
Oh my freaking god, that doesn't... Why did that even happen?
A lie.
It's all the hype.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Now, because I've turned off the other thing, so I have no reason for it to do that. Sorry, everybody. Give me one moment while that refreshes.
Yeah.
Alucor, you're rushing in. Penny, is there anything you were going to do?
oh, I still had action, right?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to you yet. Don't worry.
Okay.
Penny's gonna just try and probably hit a mind sliver to whatever goblin looks the weakest, just to try and kill off as many as possible.
Okay, they have to make a save.
Yes, they do. They have to make a... I believe it's wisdom. I'll double check again. I should know this. I use this often. Intelligence, forgive me. It's the other.
Intelligence, got it. Intelligence, normal. That's a big fail. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. 5.
5, got
We
it.
get a big headache.
As Alucor, as you're rushing in, you see this one here grab its head and scream as it feels this intense piercing pain. You get in, you're within 5 feet of this one, who looks like it's wearing heavier armor.
Gotcha. Alucor is going to clap his hands together and push forward for a burning hands and like a 15-foot
Oh,
cone
fuck.
straight ahead.
Yeah, okay.
That's amazing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah!
15.
Oh, God.
That's going to get all 3 of these guys.
Nice.
Just flambe is the corpse.
Yes.
I'll do that in level 1, so it'll be Dex 13 saving throw.
Okay, one moment. Okay, and 1,
Yeah, so I've been
2,
practicing like
3.
controlling fire a bit more. You know,
It's
I
very
even learned this thing to help
smooth,
like
it's
stop
very-
doing fire.
Yeah, you just did Tai Chi in the morning, and then you're like, it's time.
I just talked about control, not stopping.
Penny's in a better place emotionally. Excuse
Yeah,
me. All right,
You controlled it. That was a
dinner's on.
cone.
exactly.
What was the
Full cone.
save?
13.
13. The one right in front of you saves, ironically, but the ones behind him totally did not.
Okay, here comes the damage.
Let's go.
That'll be 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. This one is set on fire. This one burns to death. And this one takes 3 fire damage. Fire spring up all over this table and everything.
And there's a bonus
Leo, give
action
me a
on it.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. Consequences.
I should've flipped it,
20,
checked
a
it.
natural 20.
A natural 20. You see this, but you're able to maintain your you're able to maintain your composure.
It's a bonus
As
action over
fire
staff roll.
spreads over here, There we go. Okay, that's good. All right, that is your turn. Do you have a bonus action?
Yeah, to weapon attack the guy in front with the
Go for it.
scimitar. Here we go. 15 to hit.
That misses. You send out this fire at him, and he shields for a moment, like using his armor, and then you go to swing down on him, and he brings up his own blade and is able to deflect it. But then he looks back and sees his friends like burning alive, and just like kind of looks scared at this. That brings us to top of combat. Give me one moment while I roll initiative for everybody.
Great.
There's no way for me to send a.
It's just Baldur's Gate. Ping, 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 ping. There it is. There
Yeah,
it is.
there it
There
is.
it is. There it is.
Oh my
I didn't even know half these people existed. What?
Did they not sleep? Like, come on.
One moment. We're just rolling.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
Could I send a wind tunnel
Yes.
since the plan kind of changed mid-round?
Your action still makes sense. If they try to like escape, yeah.
Okay. Could I hit either door? The one at the
Yeah.
top left? Okay, cool. Then I'll hold that if anyone tries to.
Okay, give me one moment. These guys are awoken by the sound of men screaming to death. So they will also be added into combat. Okay. There we go. And
Yay.
okay, we're good. Now, let's see. Top of initiative is this goblin. This one right here. Where'd my music go? Oh, my music closed. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Hopefully that's okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Making sure the police. Okay. So this guy, he is going to, with his scimitar, run out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets up to Valandor and will attack. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Normal. That's going to be 6 piercing, slashing damage to you. That is their turn. That brings us next to Navara.
Okay. Are they all awake too?
They're awake, but they're still prone.
Okay.
So with just 5 feet of movement, you can get here and attack any one of them.
Cool. I can get that with my glaive.
Yep.
So that's advantage, right? For
Yeah.
hit?
Six and
That's a 21 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
That's 14 damage.
14. You cut down another one before he's even able to get up. These guys, not only are they getting up and like obviously startled, but you can see there's like anger boiling in them. These hobgoblins fight honorably. Despite what the other goblins do, hobgoblins are not like that. And you just coming in and cutting them down as they sleep, they look furious. That brings us to the hobgoblin you murdered.
One more
oh,
thing.
good. Yeah.
Hobgoblin I murdered?
Yeah, it was
anyway.
going to be his turn, but he's very much dead.
Got it. Yeah, I was like, he better be murdered. The one next to the one that they just got down, they're going to use their movement to get close. If they're still prone,
And go
get
for a
them
claw
with
attack?
their- Yes, please.
Go for it.
That's a 16 to hit.
That misses. You bring down claws as it brings up its shield, and your claws just sort of like dig these fine claw marks through the shield as this guy knows he's in for a world of hurt if he doesn't get up and fight soon. That brings us to this goblin over here. Spends half his movement getting up. 5, 10, 15 gets there. He is going to fire a bow. What's the range on that? That is going to be... okay, yeah, he will fire that at Valandor. That is a 15 to hit Valandor.
Just hits.
You have a
Just
+1 army,
hits.
right? You have.
I do.
Is that-
Puts me
And
at
that-
15.
Fuck.
Let's see. That then will be 5 points of piercing damage. Okay, that brings us to that hobgoblin. He's going to spend half his movement getting up, and he will immediately attempt to attack. Okay. Yeah, he's going to attack with his longsword. That is a nat 20. Oh, fuck. Okay, so nat 20. Now is a good time to remind people, if you'd like to help our players, you can do so by giving donations. I'm saying that for no reason. There's no reason in particular. But if our players are having a lot of trouble and you donate, let me just pull up the thing for that. If you donate and use the hashtags of their names, hashtag Navara, hashtag Alucor, hashtag Leo. I'll bring up all the hashtags up on screen now. If you use these hashtags for Alucor, Navara, Valandor, Penny, or Leo, those donations will go to help raise their bars. Alu's already sitting on an alt. Everybody else is a little bit further away, but they can use these to parts of their bar they can use to get inspiration and reroll, or they can wait for the whole bar to be filled to do an ultimate attack, which is really cool and could save their life. So here's the issue. It doesn't just... Jeez,
just
boy.
asked 5 gifted subs to re-roll that nat 20. By the way.
I'm sorry, that is not how that works.
They did it anyway.
That is going to be a critical hit. So let's see. That is 14 piercing damage. However, when this hobgoblin is within range of an ally that's within 5 feet, it is able to do an additional 2d6 damage. And so that will be in another 14 damage. So 14 damage twice.
Oh, man.
So that would be 28. Navarra, are you still up?
I'm sorry. I was excited.
That's okay.
This was to me?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This hobgoblin
just
got...
one last
I'm sorry.
time. Just one last time for my brain.
This hobgoblin got up, rolled a crit, and hit you.
Got it.
Because he's next to an ally, he gets martial advantage, which means he did 14 points to you with the crit, and then another 7 points doubled to another 14 because of his martial advantage. Are you still alive after taking 28?
No.
Navarra goes down.
Boy.
Okay, next up, this hobgoblin, or this goblin over here gets up. He will spend half his movement getting up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. He will spend half his movement getting up. That is going to be 5, 10, 15. And he will full dash this way, stopping here. That brings us to... nope. That brings us to this other hobgoblin. I have to think about this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see that. We see that.
Or you could just not.
You know?
How do we bribe him? How do we bribe him?
I'm going to roll A
They want
D20.
to heal her so that they can interrogate her.
Yeah.
No.
They wanna
I mean, they
stabilize
hear
her.
combat, and she dishonorably just killed 2 of their friends in their sleep.
Yeah, they have questions. They have questions.
Questions.
They got questions.
I'm
I got answers.
Navarra. Roll a D20. If it's above a 10, they're gonna go ask someone else. If it's not, they're going to attack you.
A 19.
19. They look, and they look at their comrade. Enjoy this one. As they look furious, they spend half their movement getting up. They are going to go and alert management. So they full dash this way, opening up this curtain, opening up this door. We got intruders! And so they're letting Iarno and them know what's going on. That brings us next up in combat is Leo.
Okay.
This is lovely. Everything's great.
Scared right now.
Okay. If I were to send any sort of magic through, that would alert them to my presence.
I mean, yeah, but they know Penny's there, and they
Oh,
see there's
true.
combat going on.
Oh, true. Okay. Okay, yeah, then I will.
Do they know?
The guy that is closest to the door to the far north, what weapon does he hold?
That's a spear. This one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then the guy in front of Penny?
The guy in front of Penny, he's holding a saber.
Saber. Okay. I'm gonna go for the guy. Actually, okay, the one on fire. Actually, sorry, the one on fire,
Okay.
at the top of the table. I'm going
Yeah.
to wind tunnel him.
Okay, got it.
That will be
Roll to hit.
A 19 to hit.
19 hits. You don't even have to roll damage.
Perfect.
You blast this guy, putting out the fire that was on him. He slams against the wall and dies.
It works. Yes. Okay.
Okay, and that brings us. Is that your whole turn, or do you want to move?
I will move up to the top of the staircase, but not
5,
in range
10,
of the door.
15. Okay, so just here.
And I'm gonna quietly close the door.
Okay, you quietly close the door. Got it. That brings us to this goblin right here. Will get up 5, 10, 15. He is going to rush in on Valandor as well.
Sick.
That will be. That's a big old 7 to hit. That misses.
Perfect.
That brings us to this goblin over here. Will spend half his movement getting up. 5, 10, 15 gets there. And then they will run with a dash getting here as they try to enclose on Alu. That brings us to Valandor. Your turn.
Okay. Probably just the same. There are 2 in front of me, 1 engaged with Alucor.
There's, yes, 2 in front of you. And 1 second. Yeah, 2 in front of you, another one closing in on you, and 1 in front of Valandor.
Okay. I think I just have to go for it. So yeah, I'll do an attack with my short sword at the one in front of me.
Okay. Give me 1 moment. Yeah.
Yes!
Nat 20, nice.
I don't know why it rolls the damage on its own, but
That's okay.
yeah.
That's not honestly. I would prefer it do that because that's very helpful. Awesome. That is gonna be. Yeah, you instantly cut one of these guys down.
And then for my second attack, oh my goodness! Wait, what happened? Wait, why did it do that? Okay.
What happened?
Yeah, it rolled a d20 and a d6 at the same time, and then both dice crashed together. Well, I guess it was an 8.
An
So,
8. So
8
that
for the
misses.
Yep.
Is there any movement you want to do or any bonus action? Or I think that was your.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that was
Okay.
that was everything I could do.
Do you want to move or stay here?
If I moved, that would trigger attack of opportunity.
It
So
would.
I am going to stay.
Okay, got it. That brings us next to this goblin. 5, 10, 15 gets to Alu. He will attack. That's an 18 to hit.
That is.
Okay.
Drats.
That is going to be 5 piercing damage to you.
Okay.
And that brings us to Penny.
I had a horrible idea. I don't know if it's a good idea anymore.
Blow it up, Penny.
Actually,
We can take it.
okay.
No.
Use that oil. We know you have it.
We saw you go into that shop.
Leo's not watching, but also
Leo just quietly
fire
closed the door.
happened. Fire, someone's on fire, and he's like, "Oh God." Well, no time like the present. Reaches into her bag, pulls out one of the jars that she has of the oil, and is gonna chuck it at the corpse.
Okay. Go
just
for
to
it.
see, like radius-wise.
Oh, you're just chucking it and seeing what happens?
I'm gonna throw it at the fiery corpse in hopes of that it will spread out and do damage to those that are around it, namely Skullboy and the one with the knife at the top. But
Okay, very good.
I got a lot of social manipulation things. I can get into their minds and tell them that their mom hates them, but like that's
Yeah.
this seems like a more violent level.
Understand. Okay. 1 second. I'm just dealing with let's see. Okay, yeah, I have a whole bunch of messages from people. Thank you very much for the donations. I'm adding those. Okay, that is going to be Navarre. You're at full, by the way, on your ultimate bar. So you're throwing oil at the one that's on fire, just burning. He's already dead. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Yay! I love dexterity checks. 9.
9. You hurl it in. It doesn't go very far. Unfortunately, as you chuck it in, it lands like about 1 moment. I'm just gonna mark this with a pen. It lands about here. That's not visible enough. 1 second.
I want flames.
That's gonna be okay. Okay. There we go. It lands about there. You land this oil. The bag does not burst into flames, but you got it into the room. If you had rolled much lower than that, it would have burst it in front of you as you failed to go through the window. So hey, you're not covered in oil. That's a win. What would you like to do elsewise? That was your action.
I still have a bonus action.
You also have movement.
This is fucked. Can I propel the corpse towards the wall so that it hits the oil and also the guy that's like
You can propel the
me.
you have
I can pull him to me. I can either pull or push him.
I would say you can push the oil with your telekinetic thrust as well. So we'll do that.
Oh yeah, spray it on him. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, give me 1 moment. Let me just check oil real quick. Oil. Oil. Let's see. 2 rounds. Okay. Got it. You move this oil further onto the body using your telekinetic thrust. It does burst into flames, causing a small explosion, sending fire in all directions. As all of this stuff bursts into flames.
Nice.
This guy right here takes 5 damage. And this guy here takes 5 damage. Okay. Do you want to move at all? Do you want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna duck out from the window because they probably see me and follow Leo standing
Okay.
on the stairs, not
Got it.
inside yet, just kind of tied.
All right, that brings us to this goblin who's in front of Alu. He is going to go ahead and attack. Let's see, that's going to be a big old miss with a 7. And then for his second attack, that is a natural 20. That is going to be, let's see. That is going to be 10 slashing damage to you, Elu.
Okay.
And with that, yeah, he sort of like stands up on this stool, like to put himself at eye level with you. That's his turn. Alu, it's your turn.
Yeah, after getting smacked like this, how many goblins are straight ahead?
There is one next to you, one in front of you, one adjacent to that one fighting Valandor, and then one over here. I'm deleting the ones who have died, so all the ones you see on screen are still up.
Got it. Yeah, let it burn. We're gonna do level 2 burning hands, and that's straightforward cone. I'm trying to hit those 3 guys.
Do you want to hit these 3, or actually, if you hit it right here, you should be able to get all of them.
Yeah, let's do that. let's do that.
There you go. Yep, go for it. So I have to make dex saves. Let's see. Dex.
They fail at 17 points of fire damage.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, 17? That's going to be 8
Whoa.
damage. I don't need to roll for a bunch of these guys. 1 second.
Yes, yes.
The big guy takes the full amount. So he gets up on the stool after stabbing you, and he knows, like, you see, he hit you pretty good, and there's like blood oozes out, and he's like, ah! And you just do the same thing, lifting up your hands, and right into his face, since he brought himself eye level to you, blast, and him and all of the guys next to him, they all go up in flames in an instant. As they are blown away. Is there any movement you want to do?
I saw that one right next to me, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out a saber and take a swing at him.
Go for it.
Following that.
And I just want to clarify. So in 2024, you can make a spell attack and then with your offhand make a melee?
Yeah, I have dual weapon fighting.
Okay, just making sure. Fucking 2024, man. It's fucking... It's something, you know? Yeah, that hits.
So overpowered, it's insane.
Hey, we haven't gotten to the 2024 stat blocks yet. One moment, we'll fix the
I
screen.
didn't know we were playing 2024. I've been playing 2014 this whole time.
Same.
I gave it free to everybody to choose which one you want to do.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Some of
feel
the
like I missed
classes
a
got
meeting
good.
here.
Some of the classes got some really nice stuff, and then some were like, eh.
Yeah.
5 damage. Okay, 5 damage to that guy. I'm reloading the map. Oh my god. Let's see.
Oh, 420.
Okay, that is happening. Give me one moment while I get some things set up. Okay. Please load. Okay, and while this is happening, I'm waiting on this. I'm just gonna check. Oh man, thank you guys for the donations. I'm gonna update a few of those. I think some of them went through correctly, though. Yep, that looks like it did. If you, for some reason you don't think yours went through, please let me know. I believe these all should be going through, but if you don't think
I
it
had
did,
bits shared to me, 800 bits.
oh, 800. Okay,
That
that
did
would
not
be.
go through.
I got it. Yep.
From April Cat.
Yep, done. Okay. All right, our map's back up. Very good. Okay, so at the end of that turn, okay, zooming in again, these goblins here and here have been alerted. These hobgoblins are all awoken as well. These guys have all been alerted as well. And these people have been alerted. Okay. That brings us to, let me get, I gotta roll their initiatives, roll NPCs.
Oh no. Dang.
Yo.
That's a
Dang!
big chunk all
Hey!
Why are there so many 17s?
Hey!
That's enough slices.
That's enough slices!
Okay, very good. That brings us, let me get to the top of initiative. Next round, there we go. Okay, so we start with this guy. Makes his full movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, gets him there. He is able to just poke his head in, and he's going to fire an arrow at Valandor. That is going to be arrow. That is a natural 20 to hit.
Oh my god, I wish I were in sight. I wish I were in sight. I'm so upset right now.
That is going to be damage. That's a crit. That is, I think, 8. Did it go through? Oh, that is 12 piercing damage to you, Valandor.
Ooh, all right.
And he has multi-attack, so he will attack again.
Oh, he does he?
He does. Oh.
That's a big old miss with an 8. That brings us to one moment. Where is okay, yeah, that one is just going to hide. So that is okay. Got that one. All right. That brings us next to Navarra. Please give me a death save.
Could I use any of my advantages on this?
You could, or you could use your ult. I believe your ult should be Phil.
Yeah. I want to save that.
Let me just double check.
For the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You want to save that? If you want to save it, you can.
Because
Okay.
this is pissing me off.
All right,
Yeah,
then give me a death saving throw.
With advantage? I have 3 advantages. I wanted to
You
ask.
can spend one, but oh yeah, actually yeah, go for it. You do have 3 advantages. I see those piled up. Go for it.
Whew.
Thank God.
Holy
There's a 1 and a 20? Oh my God.
Whoa!
You touched
Like-
death!
Like blood's leaking out of you, and you hear that one say, "Enjoy this," and your eyes just spring open with rage. You are back up at 1 HP.
Chills.
Chill. I believe that's the
Jesus.
end of your turn, though. So you get up, like staggering to your feet. Unfortunately, the one who downed you is immediately after you. Oh no, never mind. Immediately after you is this guy over here. 1 second.
He's so far away. Maybe you should go back to sleep.
5, 10, 15,
Take a nap.
20,
We got this.
25, 30. He's gonna dash. 35, 40, 45, 50. Sees all the fire in here. 55, 60. Gets him there as he is closing in on you guys. That brings us to this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets him there. He is going to go ahead and shoot arrows at Valandor. Let's see, short bow, normal. That's a big old miss, I believe, with an 8. Then his next attack. So, fun fact, since you guys didn't go through the front, that was very well advised, because in the front, the archers there were all goblin bosses. So that was a smart move. That 18, I believe, does hit you, Valandor.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be 7 piercing damage to you.
I'm down.
All right, Valandor goes down. That brings us to that was their turn. And then this one, 5, 10 will go here. He will attempt to throw his spear at Valandor. That's a big old miss. That's his turn, though. That brings us to this one. Where is he? That's the one that's above Navara. It's going to attempt to swing its longsword at you. It does have advantage because you are prone.
Could I do
Let's see.
reactions?
Say what?
Could I do reactions?
What's your reaction that
prone.
you're trying to do?
I could do either interception to reduce the damage or hellish rebuke.
Okay.
I just don't know if it's possible.
You would want to do interception to reduce the damage. So I'm going to roll the attack. If it hits, let's see. That's a 13. I don't even think that hits.
No.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hellish rebuke, I believe, is when you take damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't Hellish Rebuke, and you don't have to deflect the damage. So he swings. As he swings down, you surprise him by bringing up your glaive and blocking his blade. By the way, thank you, Android Grace, for updating Navarro with this wonderful glaive. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you block his attack, and he is just squaring off with you as he steps to the side, and you start to get yourself up. That brings us to... this one over here is no longer sleeping and no longer prone. So that's 15 feet of his movement. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 60 just gets him in the doorway. That also should have put this guy back here because he would have spent 15 movement getting up. Okay, so Hobgoblin's on the way. Next one. This one in here has let his bosses know. He is now charging back into the fight. 5, 10, 15. He's also going to attack Navara. Actually, he's going to stand here and he is going to hold his attack for when you're standing upright. Because he thinks he's better than you. That brings us to Leo.
Oh god. I'm going to run in. Can I... What would it cost for me to pour a potion of healing into Valandor's mouth?
That's going to be an action to administer to someone else.
Okay. Yeah, can I do that? And can I use the rest of my movement to get him up?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna give him a potion of healing and get him up.
Okay. That brings us to
Yoinks.
this goblin. 5,
Hey,
10,
Leo.
15,
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets him there. He is going to... He sees Valandor like injured in your arms. One moment. I'm just gonna roll for this. That's gonna be
8 healing to you.
Thank you so
that
much.
goes in your guys' favor. So he is going to instead attack Alu with his attacks. Let's see.
You just shot the wall.
13 to hit Alu, I believe misses. And 19 to hit Alu, I believe hits.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. That will be 5 piercing damage to you.
Okay.
Okay, that is their turn. It brings us to Valandor. You find yourself waking up in Leo's arms as she like pulls you to your feet.
Come on now.
I just sort of like put my hand on her shoulder. Thank you. And then I'll like draw out my short sword, and if I'm up at my feet, do I still get my full movement?
Yeah.
How does Alucor look?
Alucor, do you want to give him a...
I have a third of my health points left.
Oh man.
But I'll be okay as long as I don't get hit. I think.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
okay.
think I have to do possibly the smart thing here. I think I have to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, go for it.
So yeah, I'll just cast Cure Wounds. Okay.
Do you want to move at all?
7 additional. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Are there more goblins like directly ahead from me coming in from that side, right?
Yeah.
There's only the 2 coming from the north.
No, there's like 3 coming from the north and 2 coming straight ahead.
Ah. Okay. Then dang, I can't do anything else really. because all of my bonus actions are depending on my attack action. Okay, so yeah, I'll just do that, and then if Leo's here, oh man, yeah, I'll just move a little bit ahead so she has room to maneuver, but enough to like still block her.
Okay, so you're just gonna
So I'll
move
just
in
move
a
over,
little
yeah,
bit.
like, yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
All right, we'll put you like here. You're not gonna actually be touching the flames. Fire is burning in this room, though. Leo, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, forgot about that part. It's a
poor girl.
10.
10. You do like feel like your heart racing as you see this room like just a full blaze with the oil that Penny threw. That brings us to this goblin over here. They are going to attack Alu. That is 19 to hit. So that's going to be 4 piercing damage to you.
Okay.
And that brings us to this bugbear. Spends half their movement getting up. Or not bugbear, hobgoblin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and we'll say 45. He gets right in the door, and that's about it. Okay, that brings us to Penny.
Yay. Everyone's inside.
Uh-huh.
Penny's everyone's inside. Penny's gonna duck in the house, basically following after Leo. Also because she doesn't want to stay outside. Use her movement and get behind where Leo's at, I guess. So she'll be able to see the room again, right?
Okay. To get behind where Leo's at? Yeah, you get here.
Yeah. There's the big man in the corner. He's a hobgoblin, right?
Yeah.
The one up top.
Hobgoblin.
Lovely. Leo will cast Mind Spike just to try and do something for help.
Okay.
He needs to make, I believe it is intelligence again, because it's just a beefed up version. Wisdom saving throw.
That is a 12. I believe that fails.
Yeah, by barely. Jesus. All right, 3d8. I know exactly where he is, no matter what. But more to the point, he has 3d8 damage done.
Yeah, let's see it.
Plus 4, 14.
14.
Total.
You like spike and you're like, I'll know wherever you go, and he drops dead. For a moment,
Do I feel his ghost?
You feel his soul leave this earth, and then that's it.
Whoa.
I hope you have a lovely time in
This
heaven.
hobgoblin looks and is like fucking terrified. His friend just apparently had like an
Go.
aneurysm and just died. Okay, that
You're
brings
in
us to
hell.
Alucor.
By the hobgoblin, sorry, that just died. Were there more people standing by, like back that
Oh
way?
yeah, there's like a bunch of guys ready to come in from this door.
Sensational. I'm going to expend a wild shape to cast Land's Aid.
Okay.
So that. Oh wait, no, I can't actually. Wait, yes, I can. I can do it from 60 feet away from me. Let me just double read to make sure I'm like not fucking this up. Yeah, choosing a point 60 feet. Within 60 feet of yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be able to cast that there, right?
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
Get 10. So I want to use Land's Aid to do damage in like a 10-foot radius around that one hobgoblin by the door.
Sure. Let's see that. Yeah, that's gonna get quite a few people.
Okay. Sick.
Nice.
Each creature of the choice in the sphere must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC, which would be a 13. So it'd be 13 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, one moment. Okay, 13 Constitution saving throw. Got it. Let's see, con save from you. You said 13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a fail. Let's see, this one That is... that's a success, and then these two guys have the same con. Normal and normal. 2 of them make it, 2 of them fail.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the damage.
Go for it.
I'll be 6 necrotic damage to those that.
6 necrotic damage. Okay. And with the ones who saved, do they take nothing?
They'll take. I think they take half.
All right. Let me know if
Each
that's the
creature-
case.
Yeah, they take half.
Okay,
On a
got it. So
successful save.
3 and 3. Got it. You do that. That's is that your action?
Yeah, so that'd be the action, and the second part of that is that after casting this, like, I don't really know how to describe it. This like area of flowers and necrotic energy, I'll roll 2d6 to heal myself.
Oh, go for it.
Yo.
So
You
that'll
send
be-
like
Awesome.
I'm gonna say you send like a wave of heat towards them, and as this wave like hits them and like sears the surface of their skin, you feel like this like strength come to you from that. Okay, so you heal that much. Anything else you're doing?
and I'm gonna use a excuse me, a bonus action to wait. Actually, I think in 2024 you can't cast 2 spells back to back. I was gonna do healing word.
You can do
but-
it. I don't care about that rule.
Cool.
I think if you want to spend all your spell slots now, I think that's a great idea. That
Cool.
helps me later. So
No, don't say that. What?
Danger. Yeah, I'm gonna.
What is George? George, hello.
Damn.
what?
Don't
I'm
you
letting
like
you
us?
cast the spell. That's a nice thing to do.
All right, I'm gonna heal for another 9 points. Of,
Okay, got it. That brings us to
Just
this
chugging
goblin.
health potions.
5, 10, 15, 20. They rush in. They see Valandor approaching with sabers. They're going to attack Valandor. Valandor, I'm really sorry. You're just the first guy they see.
Hey, just always the tank.
12, always the tank.
We don't have.
12 and 14. I believe both of those
Oh,
miss.
yes, both miss.
You
our
like
current tank's
deflect
dead in the
with
other
your
room.
sabers, knocking the arrows out of the air. He poops his pants just a little bit.
Yeah.
That brings us. That guy is going to hide. That guy is going to hide, and then that brings us to this guy. He spends half his movement getting up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We'll say he's able to push his way in to get there with his full dash. He gets in and just sees the dead body of his friend he's basically standing on, who died of an aneurysm, apparently. Okay, let's see. That brings us top of the round to this goblin in the doorway. They will push through. And using like the edge of this table as cover, even though it's burning, they're going to take a shot at Alucor. Let's see, that is going to be 18 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
and 23 to hit. Normal.
Silver barbs.
Okay, one moment.
You're within eyesight now. It's perfect.
So 11, so that misses. Alu, you have advantage on your next save or attack or a check. You take just a total of 5 damage from his first arrow.
Roger that.
That brings us to next up. Oh my God, why? Oh, is it fixing itself? Probably not. I'm gonna let that refresh. Sorry about that, everybody. I will just figure out what's happening with the next people. Navarra, it's about to be your turn. Let's see. Okay. Navarra, what are you trying to do? You have 2 hobgoblins on either side of you. Or a hobgoblin on either side of you.
Damn. They are going to drink the healing potion as quickly as possible.
Okay, that's a bonus action.
Yep. How much is that to roll?
I think it's
a
2d4
greater.
plus 4. Oh, it's greater? One moment. That is going to be
4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4. Thank you.
4d4. Okay.
Okay, that's
13.
9 points of healing. Got it. Oh, 13. Yep. That's right. 13. Okay. Puts you at 14 hit points. What would you like to do as your action?
They're first gonna yell out just to Alucor, to the other room, and if they get close to that goblin at the door, they're gonna get an opportunity attack, aren't they?
Yeah.
Got it.
You're within 5 feet of both of these guys.
Okay, they're gonna go for the guy in the door if they can.
Okay. You like look at this one, staring him down, and then fake
Just
and
like
move.
pretty much reach over.
Swing this way.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You have more advantages if you wanted to use one.
She's so close though to the ult.
16 misses.
So she has extra advantages.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
that's-
2 more.
Oh, that's right.
Could I use one of those?
Sure. And Leo, your ult is ready as well. Jesus Christ. Y'all are gonna just destroy something, but I
25.
don't know what.
We came to
25
play.
hits.
I have a plan. I've been cooking a plan all week.
It's another 14 damage.
14 damage. So this one's like staring you down as the other one's basically there as safety. And you suddenly feint this way and just slash this guy's throat before he even knows what happened. He's slumped on the ground, bleeding out.
They're gonna turn towards the door, walk backwards, and just with a smile, it's like, that's what happens to snitches. And just backwards.
You're not able to make much movement unless you risk an opportunity attack. But you do like just
missed
like
that enough.
step a little bit. Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, this guy's dead. That brings us to, right, yeah, that brings us to, 1 second. Who is this? This brings us to this guy. Valandor is almost close to him, so he's gonna back up. 5, 10 gets there, and he will go ahead and make his shots at Valandor. That will be, I believe that's a miss with an 11 and a miss again. Valandor is just like chopping arrows out of the air. That brings us to this one. This one's going to charge forward, pull out a scimitar and attack. That's a big old miss. Valandor is just tanking over here.
my king right
this
there, let's
one
go.
in front of Navara will lunge forward in anger and attack with their longsword. That is going to be an 18 to hit. I believe that hits.
Yeah.
But he does not have martial advantage because his friend's no longer around. So that's just going to be 6 slashing damage to you.
They're gonna use their reaction for interception.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm angry. That gave me damage. I'll take that damage for a hellish rebuke.
Okay. Dex save.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it is a dex save, is it?
It is. Yeah. That's a 20, but he still takes half damage.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I think it's like 3d6, or is it more than that?
Damn,
Oh,
3 damage.
D10s. 3 damage. So he'll take 1 point of damage. He hits you, but you like scorch flames up at him as he like staggers back a bit, but holds his ground. I like this is just like a duel between you and these hobgoblins over here. Okay, that brings us to this guy. He will rush in. 5, 10.
Wow, they're all clustered. They're so
15,
clustered.
20. He rushes. Damn, what can he do? He will rush here, and he's going to pull out his longbow and attack Alucor. That will be. That's a nat 1 to hit. 1 moment.
We take all
Get
that we
wrecked,
can
dude.
get. Gabe will take all that we can get.
Embarrassing.
This is
He shoots
retribution
his
for all the
friend
Netflix.
right here in the arm. Oh, as he like readjusts his aims. That brings us to Leo. Why did you scream?
That's Grace panicking. I was in the moment. I'm like cheering on my friends. I forget that I'm actually playing as well. Okay. Which of the other hobgoblin goblins over there that have the long swords? Which one would be coming up next? Are either of them alive?
Everything that's on screen is alive.
Okay.
These two guys by the door are going to be coming up sooner.
Okay. I'm going to wind tunnel the one in the center.
Well, say the one by the door would be the first one. So yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
I'll wind tunnel him. Yep. Perfect. Ooh, 17.
You see him bring up his like shoulder. He's got like this massive plated armor on his shoulder, and he's just like standing against it. Unfortunately, you aren't able to have an effect on him.
Damn. Okay. Frick, I should have mold earthed. Oh well. Okay, that's all I can do. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that your wind tunnel though does blow out some of the flames.
Oh. Shit.
That brings us to
Not the goal.
this goblin here. Sees Valandor like deflecting attacks and everything, and is honestly unnerved by that. So they're gonna attack Valandor. That's a 22 to hit,
Bro.
and a 21 to hit.
Alright.
That will be 5 piercing.
Okay.
And 3 piercing, and he yells, "See, that's how it's done!" as he like moves over here and stands on this rubble. That is his turn. Valandor, it is your turn though.
Yeah, I'm engaged with one right now.
You got like 6 arrows like needled through you, but yes.
Cool. Okay. I am going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna use. I'm just gonna attack first with the short sword
Okay.
to this one in front of me.
Yep.
Oh man, no, that's a 12.
That misses.
And then, yeah, use my. Dang.
Actually, no. Val, lift up a bit higher. And you're
What's the portent you're giving him?
18.
Oh.
18. Yeah, so that hits. So that does 9 damage. You swing, and Leo's like, higher! And you like, and your back swing, you correct. As the goblin like dodged and like put themselves in the right spot where their neck was open. You just slash it, the goblin goes down. So yeah, he's gone. That was
Okay.
your first attack.
Then, still just look back at Leo, and just
Good job.
keep throwing out the helpful advice, and then I'll just like dab.
I don't know what I'm doing. Fair
As-
warning.
Damn, I could do. Oh no, that's my. Damn, no. I'll just. Oh man, that's pretty scary. Those are 3 hobgoblins all at the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I guess what we're gonna do is we are going to. Sorry, gang. Let's see. How
You got
far
this.
is this?
There's so many of them.
There's so many of them, and the space is so small. I can't even take out my longbow. So I
have more jars of oil.
Whoa. I am going to.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold my action. If one of them gets close to me to engage with melee, I'll use my other. I'll use my. Can I hold a bonus action?
I'll allow it in this case. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just for the short sword. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, noted. That brings us
And then
to.
actually, I'll
Yeah.
move. I'll move just a little bit further to the left.
Okay, right here. Got it.
Yeah.
That brings us to this goblin over here. Will attack Alu. They've been swinging all day. 13, I believe, misses. Yeah,
Yes,
he
correct.
swings. He's like, ah! Arrow in his chest. He's actually, because he got hit by his friend, he's going to retreat regardless of the attack of opportunity if you want to go ahead and make that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's a 15 hit.
15 does hit.
Sensational. 9 points of damage.
As he turns and runs, you slash at his back and he staggers to the ground dead. Okay, that brings us to that brings us to this guy over here. He will charge forward 5, 10, 15. He charges to Valandor. Again, man, I'm sorry. That is going to be 17 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that will be okay, one sec. Damage. That's 7 slashing damage to you. And I just need to double check. Yeah, unfortunately, he has no allies near you, so he cannot, he doesn't get his martial advantage. But he barks at the other goblins to basically get into the fight. That is his turn. That brings us to Penny.
Just so you know, George, that did, I'm down.
Okay, got it.
Oh, shit. Penny's
What do you
gonna
think,
some
Penny?
Penny's gonna do some fuckery.
Light him up.
I'm gonna spend.
That's my girl.
Yeah. Big boy's in the back. 2 of them are next to there. Penny is going to cast Crown of Madness on the one that is like way in the back. The one that's furthest, like close to the door, nearest to the one that's in the light and by the goblin. Back, that one right there.
Yeah.
And just to be sure that it's going to succeed, she's going to use that id insinuation. It's on the character sheet, but I can explain it again. I lose one of my die, but I can subtract whatever I roll on a d6 to whatever saving throw it gets, just
Okay.
to like be doubly sure that he fails this wisdom.
What's his save?
I'm gonna roll a d6 and figure out what he needs.
Well, just what does he have to roll?
Oh, he has to roll a 12 to clear it.
For wisdom?
For wisdom, yes.
He fails. So you don't
Okay,
even have
sweet.
to do that. Roll damage.
Amazing. It is not a damage spell. He, Spectral Crown appears on the charm's
Oh,
head.
Crown of Madness.
He takes an action and just hits the first thing that he sees, which I want to be his friend.
It has been like 4 years since I had a player do Crown of Madness.
That was the first ever cast.
I just,
My first
I,
ever character years ago.
he just hears whispers of, he's gonna hit you. He doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Like it's all like a. He goes insane.
He
with
starts
it.
losing his goddamn mind. Got it. Was you? Okay. Yep. Got it. That brings us to Alucor. Your turn.
Ah, shit. What's the
You hear
structure?
Navarra scream outside of this room.
Oh yeah, what was it that Navarra had
Called
said?
for you.
Mouse?
She just called for you.
I was gonna hear that and note that it wasn't a whistle, and will be very concerned. And Valandor is down, and there are still more coming. I think I'm gonna ult.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna ult.
What's that look like?
I think right now, Alu's going to think about opening the fissure in Mount Hottenau and sending a lava down to a grove. He's going to be thinking about breaking the ground that those hobgoblins are coming through and
Okay.
raising flames underneath.
you dash forward, and as you do, you like leap up onto this table. You like hop down here, and with all these flames that Penny made, you sort of just channel them and shove them forward, and the flames like race across the ground, breaking tiles from the heat, and then surge up in front of you. I will allow you to do this. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll 5d6.
5d6. Got it.
I got chills. I got chills.
Guys, so good.
14. Okay. That would be. 1 second.
She's been centering.
That's like
yeah.
everything. Jesus.
Yeah, that's gonna be all of these guys. All right, 1 moment. That was 14 damage. They all have to make dex saves.
Come on, fail.
Let's see. Dex save. Normal. What's your save on your spells?
13.
13. Okay, that saves. Next one. That fails. Next one. That fails. And the hobgoblins. 1 sec. Fails. There's a lot of failures. Fails. And last one.
Oh, let's go.
That is a nat 20, so that one succeeds. But
Damn it.
that's 14, so 14. This guy's dead.
Is it mine? Is mine the one that saved?
This one's dead.
We don't
This
want to be around
one
yours.
Takes 14.
No, he attacks what I want. He attacks what I
this
want. I
one
just point him at
succeeded. This one
something.
takes
Okay,
Kind of
7.
hacks at it.
This one over here takes. This one over here. This one over here. No, the one you got did die.
Sorry.
Actually,
dies and you get
the
his
one
friends
that saved
taken.
though also died. So because they didn't have enough hit points, even if they did save. So you see fire burst up over here, and these guys just scream as they are singed away. I need a wisdom saving throw from Leo.
Oh,
We're just gonna move.
Fair
We're
enough.
going into
Yeah.
the new room.
Close
We're
your
going
eyes,
into the
Leo.
new room.
Close your eyes.
Hey,
Take the goggles off.
8. Leo, you use your full reaction 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to just run from this as you turn the corner and you see Navarra fighting against this hobgoblin. That brings us, that was Alu's turn. Do you want to move at all, Alu? still have,
Would I
like-
be able to use a bonus action or
Yeah, sure. What are you trying to do?
healing word for our pal Valandor?
Okay, yeah.
Just post it
You
up on
like
the
hop
burning
over
table.
this
I am-
table to like defend them and healing word. These two goblins just saw all their reinforcements go up in flames. They are freaking the fuck out. So yeah, Valandor, you're healed for 7.
Thank you.
This one is gonna go ahead and run, and he starts trying to run away. As he does, he is so careless. He trips this trap that was set, and you see rubble just cave in from the ceiling and crush him as he is instantly killed.
Yes.
Wow.
What's
That
up?
brings us to Navarra.
Oh, sorry. Did not expect that.
A lot of people died.
Yeah. I just the initiative bar went from like this to like do 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 do.
Yep.
Now I can see everyone at the same
I
time.
can feel.
Oh, actually, one moment.
Oh god.
That reminds me.
Oh no.
I love having 3 new people. What is this?
That
Not
is going
good.
to be.
Very not good.
I'm so scared right now.
Okay. Navarra, what are you trying to do on your turn?
Attack that hobgoblin.
Go for it.
Goblin.
Kill him.
Hobgoblin. That's at 15.
15. That does not hit. Do you want to use your other inspiration?
Yeah.
Go for it.
A 20. Dirty 20.
20. Okay, one moment. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. And
That's another full. Okay, 14.
Jeez.
14. You cut him down, like deflecting his blade as he tried to hit you earlier, lunging forward and stabbing into his neck. He goes down bloody. You stand there. Do you want to move at all?
They just turn to see Leo. There's more coming, and they're gonna take that brazier, and like point it to the door. You thinking what I'm thinking? I need you to close your eyes.
Leo, you're just like, huh?
Okay.
Navarre, before you can do that, however, coming full speed, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you see a dire wolf sprinting full force down this hallway as it lunges at you. Technically, it beat you in initiative, but just for story reasons, it would feel dumb if it ran in before you fought this hobgoblin.
No, I like that.
This thing runs full force at you. That is going to be... oh my god, freaking thing. That is a 14
I
to
wish
hit.
I'd use my bonus action on him.
Does that hit?
Can I like be like weird tiger and then wrestle?
Yeah. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, yeah, he lunges at you. You're like ready to flip this brazier over, and this massive direwolf lunges at you, tackles you to the ground, and starts trying to bite you, but your claws are like digging into its neck. Yes, thank you, Paige. Just go ahead and go crazy. Thank you. All right, that page is reloading.
I can do that.
One moment.
Claws or reaction?
Yeah, go for it. You can do a bonus action with your claws.
Okay, let's see. Dang it, 7. I'm
7.
So close
that does not hit. As you try to dig your claws in on this guy. That brings us to next up in initiative is this guy. This guy will go ahead and shoot at Alu.
Rude.
That's a nat 1. His arrow fires and like hurts his hand, and he is going to give it into a full run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is running out the front door as fast as he can. Okay, save. Okay. Huzzah! All right, there we go. Back here. That guy is dead. Okay. Nothing happens behind the scenes. You guys know nothing about what's happening. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay.
Someone crosses that room.
Okay. That brings us to next up is Leo.
I'm going to wind tunnel the direwolf.
Okay. Go for it.
17?
17 hits.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just fling some of the arcane energy from my tome forward at direwolf and deal 1 cold damage, but his speed is reduced by 10 for the next turn.
Yeah, I believe we homebrewed said that's going to do force damage, by the way, if I remember right.
I thought we
when
were
you and I
sticking with
talked.
cold.
No,
we were like,
force.
it can just be really cold wind. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
we're going to do force.
I'm totally down for that.
Yep. You do this. This wolf is like trying to bite down on you, and as it does, you just see like this focus cone of wind blast this thing in the face. Its face looks like, you know, if like you ever see like those like really intense fans, someone puts their face in it and their face just like fills with air. That's what's happening to this wolf right now.
Put a blow dryer towards your dog. Jowls
Yeah, exactly. All right, that is that. That brings us to Valandor.
Okay, I am prone, so I'll use my movement to get up.
Yep.
And
this room seems empty of enemies.
okay. And the stone that crumbled on the hallway to the north, did that block that path, or we can still make our way through there?
You can make your way through.
I'll look to Alucor, and I'll go with all of the arrows like sticking out of my body, and I go, the next time I say that I am ready for anything, just remind me of this moment, okay? And I just like start like taking some off, and then I'll just make my way that way.
You limp here, and you see this goblin is running away at full speed.
Yeah, I just like I sort of like come out from the door exhausted. I let go of my short swords, take out my longbow, draw it, and just fire it.
Okay, go for it. If you hit, this will be awesome.
Oh, let's go. That's a 24.
24 hits.
That is 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points piercing damage. He's running. An arrow goes right into his knee, and he staggers to the ground, screaming. In the middle of the woods where no one can hear him. That brings us to Penny.
Well, the room's on fire, but everything's okay now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say that convincingly.
I
Penny's
said,
running after Leo. Penny's running after Leo. Everything you say is suspect.
15.
Penny's running after Leo.
20. 25 gets you here.
Oh, Jesus.
You see what Leo's looking at as a dire wolf is trying to eat Navara.
Oh, God. Mind Sliver just as like a throwaway to see. It's 1d6 intelligence saving throw for the wolf. I don't know how smart the wolf is.
Intelligence save? Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
12. Needs to be.
That succeeds.
Penny likes
Oh,
dogs.
no. I'm sorry. 11, because it has a -4. That fails.
What?
It has a -4. It's a dire wolf.
Beautiful.
At first, Penny really likes dogs. Then she realized that she doesn't really know exactly what dogs look like. And then also, this one doesn't have other legs, and she's kind of frustrated by it.
This one's missing 2 legs.
This one's missing 2 legs, and that's weird. 5.
Okay.
5 psionic damage to the wolf.
And
Okay.
do they get disadvantage or like a something for
They
their next?
Yes, it's a saving throw. They get They get -1 for their next saving throw that they have to make. So nominal, but it might be good.
Okay. Alucor. That brings us to you.
Of course, going to shout out to Valandor. We should regroup with the rest. We want to head their direction and hit him with a healing word for the bonus action to start.
Okay.
Bless you.
So burn that, and that'll
15,
be
20, 25,
points of
30 gets you there. You see Penny and Leo.
I'll dash to
What's up?
get into the room where Navarre is.
Okay. Yeah, no, that gets you right in here. I'll say beside the dire wolf.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll just ready sabers and prepare.
Okay, that is your turn. Give me one moment. Let's see. I gotta think about this. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Got it. All right. That is that. That brings us to that person's dead. That person's dead. Direwolf. The direwolf will go ahead and attack. That is a 12 to hit, I believe misses. It is then going to retreat back. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it starts running back to the other room.
Aw.
Is that opportunity attacks for them?
You can, yeah, certainly.
Yes,
I was gonna see if I
please.
could. I was just gonna see if I could cast calm emotions, so we can have a puppy.
14 in it?
14 hits.
Okay.
Even
And
though it doesn't
Navarre,
have
do you
2
want to make an
more legs.
opportunity attack as well?
Yeah.
Go for it.
It'll be 8 damage.
8. Okay. And that misses Navarra. That brings us to Navarra. Your turn.
for their bonus, they're gonna go for their claws.
Are you chasing after the?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because it left the room.
Load. Oh, God, awesome. They. There you are. Okay, they look to Alucor and the rest. Where's Valandor?
Shooting a goblin, but I told him we're grouping up.
He had some things to work out. Anger? I can't tell.
Oh no. Okay.
No, anger's good. Anger's good. Okay.
Take this.
They like look down at the brazier, look back at Leo, and then just nod to Alucor. I hate that you're rubbing off on me, but and then just pointing towards the door where the direwolf came. There's more there. I think Yarno is there.
Okay, so you want us to send the flames that direction?
I don't know if there's another doorway, but yes.
Based on your knowledge, there absolutely is. There's a pathway that goes around this way.
Oh, then they will say, you two, you with the oil, that side. We have the fire on this side.
I hand out oil to the others. I think I have 6 jars like left.
So you're handing a jar of oil to Leo?
No, not to Leo. Everybody else. Alucor gets 2.
You toss one to Alucor. Alucor, you have a jar of oil. Do you want to toss one to Navarra?
We'll give him the present. Yes.
Navarra
yeah.
will just have the brazier to throw in for the fire.
You don't need fuel. You seem fine. I'm gonna keep the rest for later
Okay.
use.
So what's the plan here? Navarra, on your turn.
Navarra is going to. Is that a doorway? I can't see.
like a
They're going to
curtain?
get that brazier into that hallway.
1 second. Okay, that brazier into the hallway. Give me a con save. Because this brazier is like burning hot.
9.
That makes sense.
9. You go to touch it, it's going to be scalding. Throwing this thing probably won't be feasible. Now, if you want to still use oil and like set off an ignition, you can.
Can they get it hot enough, like as it is? They'll take the scorching to get it to the door,
Yeah.
so that they can like tip it over.
What if you grab like a blanket from the bugbears, like as almost like oven mitts,
Okay.
to like with a bit of padding?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Give me an
yeah.
athletics
They'll
check.
know that. Dang. 8.
8. You lift this thing up. You're able to hurl it this way, spreading fire over this area. Fire. We always need more fire in this party. I'm just gonna have to make some like hotkeys to just add fire
Yep.
at this rate.
Yep.
The arson party.
You toss it this way, setting ablaze as the curtain goes up in flames. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that will be their action and bonus.
I'm
Do you
closing
want
my
to stay
eyes,
here?
right?
Yeah.
No, they'll go back to Leo, and how much movement can they get to the other doorway?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you right at the doorway.
Great. They will look to Leo and say, "Come to me. Do the same thing that you always do, but this time close your eyes." So pretty much they'll like direct your hand into the room, but they're
I
just
don't
gonna
have
hold your.
Firebolt.
Oh, you don't.
Don't have firebolt.
Okay. Okay. They'll just like close your eyes and that'll be their turn. No,
Yeah,
you're good,
I would say
didn't know.
you probably don't know that information. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
call
yeah.
Leo over. Okay, that brings us to the goblin who's running away. He 5, 10, 15, 20. He's like
Valandor's working
limping.
things
He's only
out.
able to get like here. Valandor, do you want to go ahead and make another shot at him now, and we'll just have you meet up with the rest of the party later?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Go for it.
Valandor ults just to get this one guy.
Be great.
This guy is found later with
Yeah.
100 arrows in him. Yes,
23.
that hits. 23.
And
Other
then that
knee
is,
gone.
4 points.
4 points. Got it. This. You hit this guy again. He falls down the stairs. He is now on the ground with 2 arrows in him, bleeding. Still alive. Do you want to finish the job?
No, I just kind of poetically, I'm like, all right. Like I look down and still have some of the arrows poking out on me, and then I look at the goblin and I just, and then I dash towards
5, 10,
Alucor
15.
and everybody else.
Okay.
I'll
Gets you
come back
about
for
here.
him.
Okay, that brings us to. Got it. That brings us to. Leo, what would you like to do as Navarra pulls you over to them?
Alright, I can't.
You were practicing spells before.
Not that one.
Which one then?
Don't know.
The one you were doing before, the wind, the whatever it was. Could you do that?
If I can see
Okay.
something.
If you can see some. Okay. Then let's do that. Let's bring flames in here and push it forward with your. I won't say that aloud. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can hold wind. Is this? The other option I do have is shatter, and it's a 10-foot radius. Could I do it into that room?
You certainly could. You need to be able to see in there, though.
So I'd have to. Okay.
You'd
That
have
was
to
my
at
thing,
least
'cause it's
open
like-
the curtain.
Can't like just peek through the curtain.
You can do
Little-
that.
Okay. Just I want to take a little itty bitty peek.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh god. Okay. 11.
You peek in the curtain, and what you see smiling at you is Iarno. And at the tip of his finger is a bright red bead. I'm going to need a deck save from Navarra, Leo, and Penny.
Fuck.
Still have that one advantage left, right?
No, I believe you spent the last one.
I thought I had 4. Dang.
I'll double check, but
Fuck.
it's a 3.
Can I silvery barbs myself?
6.
Silvery barbs yourself, no.
The 13.
13. Okay, and Penny?
6.
6. Okay.
Oh, man.
One moment, please.
Yay.
That is going to be okay. I have to roll for this manually.
Oh wait, I do have an advantage. That was
Use
gonna
it.
be ages ago. Hang on, I'm gonna use it.
Use it now. Use it now.
Oh, that's a 9. It didn't work. Never mind. But it's not that one anymore.
That is going to be 26 fire damage
Fuck,
to each
I'm
of
down.
you as you guys see a massive
God, we're all
explosion ripple through this space. Leo, Navarra, and Penny, I believe, unless you have anything, you are knocked unconscious.
I'm down, yeah.
Can Navarra ult in front of all of them to protect from the damage?
I think that is a great place to pick up on the next time we play.
Oh,
Which will be next session.
Oh,
Sorry,
throw
it was a very long fight. You guys have closed in on your enemies. They are in this tower. You have almost cornered them, but they do have some fight left in them. We have Navarra with an ultimate, Valandor with an ultimate, and Leo with an ultimate at the ready, but you have 3 really tough enemies ahead of you. That is where we will pick up next week for our final episode of the season, and we will see how things play out. I'm really excited for it. Don't miss it. That'll be next week. Before we wrap up, I would just like to let everyone know watching, please, if you can, make sure you vote for us. We have been nominated for Crit Awards on this wonderful channel. Nominated for Best Upcoming Twitch Channel. We've only been streaming since November, so that would be a huge win for us. And honestly, I think we're doing really good. Best Series for Fears and Fortunes. Best Lyrical Song of the Year for Fears and Fortunes. And for Best Player, Howdy Love Darlin, who is absolutely incredible to work with. Just one of the best and has been just best person I've worked with for a very long time. So please give them your support. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for the donations. The players are going to need it with what they have coming up ahead. Next week will be our last episode, and this Wednesday is actually the season finale of Fears. So that's going to end on Wednesday, and then we'll be back here for Sunday for the end, and then we will be gone for a small hiatus. But if you want to catch up on other shows that we do, like Fears, check it out on our YouTube. That's youtube.com/Forgotten Adventures. We have all of our episodes up there, and you can check it out there. Thank you all for watching, and thank you guys. We'll see how this plays out next week. Until next time, bye.